Yeah, what's up? What do you mean there's a problem at the beer garden, bro? Again? What am I supposed to do now? We can't serve it without corn, bro. It's the main ingredient. It's tonight's special. Oh, where did all the corn go? I just placed an order on Monday. Where did it all go? There was a burglary. What are you talking about? Nobody knows the code to the beer garden, bro. Where did all the corn go? Someone left a clue. What is this, fucking Batman? What are we talking about? Someone left a clue. What is he, the Riddler? Oh, I know who it is. I know who the culprit is, bro. I know who the culprit is, man. He drinks his latte in the morning with soy milk like a bitch. Okay, don't worry. Well, listen, man, we'll come up with something else. I'll see you in like 30 seconds, all right? Just get ready. All right, I'll talk to you later. This fucking guy likes corn the long way, bro. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Listen. Dynamite, it sucks. I need it cold. And when I get there on this Wednesday night, I want to know, what the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
Why has Triple H been so successful? Why is Triple H running WWE better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard on Monday and Friday night? Long-term booking.
What is going on, guys? Thank you so very much for joining me right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for July 23rd, 2025. I am your host, JD from New York, as always, coming to you live from the OTS Beer Garden. Thank you guys so very much for joining me on this Wednesday evening, wherever you may be. As always, joined by the one and only the sweatiest of Destiny 2 warlocks. Jesse, what's going on, bro?
Hi, guys.
Oh, you're muted. I'm sorry. Now you're not muted, man. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
The man, the myth, the legend over there, man. How you doing?
Good, man. What's going on with you over there?
What happened to the corn chowder, bro? I ordered corn on Monday. It's all gone already. What are you doing over there with my inventory?
What are you talking about?
Jesse's not filled in on the corn gimmick, huh? This guy's been fucking grinding away on Destiny 2 over here, man.
Yeah.
We can't have your tacos without corn, okay?
I don't do corn, man.
No? There's no corn on your tacos, huh?
No, I mean the taste of corn is fine, but corn tends to not digest. Let's not get into
Yes, I'm aware. Thank you for the health tip. Yes.
the visuals.
Yes.
What's going on, man? How was the show?
I don't know, man. I'm like Mark Briscoe, man. But my word of the day seemingly is the same every week with this show, man. I don't give a shit. I'm very apathetic. I'm very apathetic towards this show, bro. I genuinely don't care. I mean, I don't even think AEW cared. Tony Khan didn't even let us know what was on the show until 7:30 tonight, man. It's almost like he didn't have a fucking clue what he wanted to do tonight.
Maybe he was keeping it a surprise.
Sure. Sure. As he was, this guy was live tweeting on Twitter from his dad's estate in Chicago, showing off all his fancy paintings. Believe that?
During the show?
No, earlier this afternoon.
Oh, I'm like, what?
He went over that the show's going to be streamed on HBO Max and live on TBS. He said that about 4 or 5 different times throughout a 7-minute video that he uploaded. Yeah.
I don't pay that much attention.
I don't blame you.
To what people upload on social media, man.
I don't blame you.
Not that interesting to me.
I don't know, man. What was your thoughts on the show? We'll start with you as we usually do, man. What'd you think of tonight?
So look, I want to hit this show with a big coverall because I talked about this in my stream. You know, the shows after All In have been disappointing for, I think, one main reason here, and that's because we as a community, and maybe it's our own fault because they didn't promise us this, but since All In was supposed to be their version of WrestleMania, we expected a fresh reset, fresh feuds. We didn't get our Raw after Mania type feel with the first Dynamite after the show. And it feels like everything after All In has just been regular ass business as usual with no importance, stressed on anything.
Whoa. Wait a minute, bro. Colt Cabana was attacked, bro. You tell me this is not fresh.
Well, that is fresh. I mean,
as if anybody fucking cares about Colt Cabana, man. This is what we're doing after all, man. Colt Cabana.
That is. I mean, you want us to be reminded that the Death Riders are evil and dastardly and are a-holes, and you want us to hate them more. So you have them beat up Colt Cabana. Okay, it was in Chicago. I mean,
gee, man, what symbolism they got there, man?
I guess. I mean, that's no symbolism. The Pepsi Field can't stand the guy.
Well, no,
doing him a favor.
Well, no, not that per se, but it was the part that got me was he's Hangman's very good friend, his best friend.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What show are you watching?
Well, hey, wait a minute. You're taking away from my gimmick, man. We have a gimmick to run.
I know. I had to get that out, man. That was ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're just not getting anything fresh, man. It's literally the same old shit. I mean, we got MJF and Mark Briscoe again. I mean, a feud that no one quite understands why it's happening that way. I mean, nothing has changed. We got some returns at All In, but no follow-ups. We got a follow-up tonight. You know, Darby is just showing up. That is literally nothing new. We never saw Brian again. Hook is MIA. There is nothing fresh going on when we feel like there could be. You get Darby back. How come we haven't started anything fresh? Brian's back on TV. He came out, did a Busaiku knee, and then what? Went back to Bree? What the fuck is he doing? What's he doing? Why did he come out and then not continue with the reason why he came out and did what he did? Why are we still getting the Death Riders? Moxley is still here. We getting Hangman and Moxley again. It's literally the same old shit, man. We were just hoping for a fresh reset. Now, I guess that's our own goddamn fault. We were not promised a fresh reset. We were just kind of hoping they would follow that same trend. They followed a trend of we have a Money in the Bank contract, you know. You're literally biting the WWE's idea, which is fine. I mean, look, if it works and it's good and it's entertaining, then fucking use it. But they also do fresh resets after WrestleMania. We get a Raw after Mania. We didn't get that. So you're picking and choosing what you want to copy, and you're just not consistent with it. And it's just not fun if it's the same old shit after a big pay-per-view. What do we have to look forward to after all of that build we got?
There's nothing to look forward to, and that's the problem. You know, you say, and you're looking at it from a perspective of common sense. Like, we weren't promised a reset, but we were not also given a show that was worthy of, hey, man, we just came out of our biggest show of all time, and we went into the Wednesday's Dynamite that followed with legitimately no plan whatsoever. Now, my take here on the current status of AEW 2 weeks after All In is they're fucking clueless. That they don't know where they want to go. And what I mean by that is we're getting, like Jesse said, we're getting a retread of the Death Riders. The Death Riders opened the show and the Death Riders closed the show. For 9 months, the Death Riders have been the absolute dog shit reason why people have tuned out of this program. Whether you think it worked or not, there'll be some people in the comment section or some people on social media who will take this clip out of context and claim that me and Jesse don't know what we're talking about. The payoff was great. Hangman winning the championship was fantastic. But that one moment that will live on in infamy will not erase 9 months of terrible television. So I don't want to hear anything about, oh, but it worked. No, it didn't. It worked for Hangman. It didn't work for us 9 months prior to All In. So don't even start with that. This opened the show and it closed the show. Why are we still doing the Death Riders? It should have been the end of the Death Riders at All In. Moxley and Darby should be the plan now. Clearly, they're slow burning it. And Darby hasn't done much of anything the last 2 weeks, but cosplay as fucking Sting in the Aragon Ballroom in front of 1,100 people, where Sting was doing this same thing back in the 90s in front of fucking 18,000 people in arenas across the United States. Darby had to watch Cesaro or Claudio and Mark Briscoe in the main event. Do you think he helped Mark Briscoe after they beat him down in the main event? Why didn't he help Mark Briscoe? I don't really understand the logic that he just watched one of the more beloved baby faces that you have given ample TV time to. You let him just watch as he got beat up by the Death Riders. Again, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Another case in point is, like I mentioned to Jesse a couple of minutes ago, Tony Khan tweeted out in a live video on social media about tonight's show, and he's just reiterating and going over and repeating the same thing over and over again. And he had no plan for tonight's show. The first thing that we get at the top of the hour at 8 o'clock is that, breaking news, we have a tag team title eliminator. All right. Do you know what we got with that tag team title eliminator? We got one match and then brackets that didn't have any teams attached to said brackets. Who are the teams? What are the brackets? What am I getting excited about? You got another fucking tournament happening here after we just got a tournament in the Owen to crown Hangman the new champion, and now we're doing another tournament going into Forbidden Door. Where are the teams? Who am I supposed to root for? Why should I care? Very little information, which goes to tell you that they don't have a fucking clue as to what they're doing. Another one. The most important thing on this show, the most important things on this show are happening from the Hurt Syndicate and Adam Copeland and the Christian Cage storyline with him and Christian and FTR. Those are all ex-WWE guys. Have you decided upon just leaving it in their lap to fill the fucking television with somewhat of importance? Where's all the AEW stars? What happened to the AEW stars that we need to rally behind and get behind? I don't understand it. There's very little on this show that I actually care about except what's going on in those two storylines. Everything else, I swear to God, man, if you miss Dynamite, you miss not a single fucking thing. This show is a complete mess. And I can't bring myself to care about anything on this show because there's just nothing substantial. You know what the fucked up thing is? We'll sit here and talk about it. We'll sit here and tweet about it. And nobody else fucking cares. That's the problem. And you see it. You feel it. You just feel it in the community that nobody fucking cares. And it's not only an AEW thing, it's a WWE thing as well. And they're going into SummerSlam, which is 2 nights. And still, not as many people care as they did last year. Pro wrestling right now sucks. Honestly, that's my honest feeling about it.
It's just not exciting right now. It's really not. Like I said, Darby, I don't know why he's not doing more. I have no idea why he's not doing more. It sucks the Will Osprey news, and maybe that, I was also thinking that maybe that's why we didn't get the Swerve turn on Osprey as we were all fantasy booking before, because they knew that he was hurt and he wasn't going to be around to carry.
Well, let me ask you, if they knew he was hurt, why didn't they have the Bucks win at All In?
That is a goddamn good question.
Why didn't they have the Young Bucks win at All In? So in turn, they knew he was hurt. They knew he was hurt. Otherwise, the decision should have been made the other way. And now the thing is, they're trying to get everybody on board with a resurrection of the babyface Young Bucks. Everybody wants to feel bad for them, and that's what they're going for. They want everybody to feel bad about them, who we didn't see tonight, by the way, and they're in Chicago, so I don't know why. Everybody on board with the Bucks, I don't think that's going to work, bro. So that was the first thing that I had asked myself. I'm watching this fucking show. This guy came out here, and he listed his C2 and his C6 vertebrae, and he got herniated discs in his neck, and it's compressing against his neck. The guy sounded like he was going to fucking either A, retire, or B, at least be out, as long as Kevin Owens is going to be out, because he just got neck surgery. And then he said, I'm looking to be back by Forbidden Door.
I'll be back in a few weeks.
The fuck? So if you were hurt, why didn't the Bucks win it All In? Because they're better as a heel than they are babyface. What am I watching?
Yeah, well, look, I don't mean to laugh at all, because I am extremely happy that this injury is not as serious as I thought it was. So,
well, the injury is the injury, but I don't know why it needed a 10-minute segment on tonight's show. It's my question.
Yeah, again, the way they made it sound, I thought he was gonna be out for an extended amount of time, but he's not. I'll take it. I'll take it. Whatever. I'm glad the guy is not seriously hurt. But hope the recovery and the procedure goes well.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
It does raise question as to why. Maybe he says he kept it to himself and he didn't tell management or anyone.
Sure.
Maybe he's telling the truth, and maybe I would assume that he told someone. Bro,
the legitimate number, he's probably the number one guy there. The number one guy, the ace there, as a babyface, your biggest babyface, withheld information about a serious neck injury to wrestle at All In? You know what I mean? You mean to tell me he didn't tell anybody with power in that company that he was hurt?
I don't buy that either.
If he didn't do that, he certainly shouldn't be the fucking number one guy, because that's massively irresponsible.
He could. I mean, he doesn't. If he doesn't know the extent of the injury he had, he could have seriously put himself in absolute critical danger. I mean, so I'm assuming that he had it evaluated. They knew how serious it was, and that he probably could go, but he still needed to stay out. I'm assuming someone knew, but if I'm going by what he said no one knew, and he kept it to himself.
Well, that's one of the things we'll talk about. We'll dive into that a little bit more, because Will Osprey came out and said that he's injured. He made it sound like he was fucking on the verge of being out for the next 18 months. And he said he will be back in 4 weeks before we go to the O2 in London at Forbidden Door. We'll talk about that. MJF, is he in or is he out of the Hurt Syndicate? Bobby Lashley has taken back his thumbs up and now has given him a thumbs down, as well as Shelton Benjamin walking away, and MVP even walked away. Is he out? We'll definitely talk about it. I didn't really see MJF booted out of the Hurt Syndicate, but Jesse seems to think otherwise. We'll definitely touch upon that. Swerve Strickland continues his feud, because it's not a story, his feud with Kazuchika Okada that I am completely disinterested in, as the Don Callis family continues to mutate week by week. And we got another match coming. Darby Allin in the shadows watching all of the Death Riders as Jon Moxley and Adam Page get their rematch for the AEW World Championship at All In Texas, happening, you guessed it, folks, not at All Out, not at Forbidden Door, but it's happening next week in Chicago in front of 1,100 people on Dynamite. I thought this was all over. Unfortunately, it is still continuing. So we'll definitely get into that as we got a lot to talk about here on the AEW Dynamite post show right here on Off the Script. I got to shout my guy out here because he's been waiting a little bit. Ali with a $100 super chat. Hello, JD. I just wanted to share that I'm not doing well because my father has been hospitalized due to health concerns. It's disheartening to see him in this state. I humbly request that the OTS family, including yourself, pray for his recovery. Ali, thoughts, love, and prayers to you and your family, brother. Everybody in the chat, let me see some prayer emojis for our guy, Ali, man. We'll give him another round of applause, man. We love you, brother.
Thoughts and prayers, man. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, Ali. Hopefully we could take your mind off of what's going on for a little bit, man. Oh, boy. Let's get some music here and let's shoot the shit here. Thank you guys for joining me here on this Wednesday night. It is your Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Please follow us on social media at JDfromNY206, at Chi-Town Smark on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok and Cameo, so make sure you guys go and follow me wherever you have a social media. Go check out all the content on the channel, plenty of it. We were live on Monday. We were live on Tuesday Night Titans. Great episode last night, episode 104. Jason and I, for the first time ever, we dove into a TNA pay-per-view. We reviewed Slammiversary and gave our thoughts on Slammiversary and the terrible ending that was Mike Santana not winning the TNA World Championship. So go check that out. Great stuff there. Great support. We had a 52-minute per viewer watch time. That is unbelievable. I think that's either number 2 or number 3 all time on TNT. So make sure you guys go and check that out, man. Thank you for the continued support over there. We very much appreciate it. Also, make sure you guys go subscribe to Jesse on YouTube. His link is down below in the descriptions. Watch-alongs and weekly news updates. So make sure you guys go and check him out over there on YouTube.
New episode tomorrow, live stream for news and rumors. Probably tomorrow afternoon.
All right, there you go. How are those watch-alongs going? Good?
Pretty good, man. We had a banger tonight. I mean, we had an absolute banger tonight, man. The live stream was actually more interesting than the show.
Of course it is. Anything is more interesting than this fucking garbage. But that's good. That's good stuff.
We had an absolute shootout for the Collision Corner sponsor tonight. We'll get into it later, but Collision Corner has to go on tonight.
All right. I'm going to be generous with the likes here, guys. 750 likes. Collision Corner at the end of the show, okay?
There we go.
We'll do it at the end of the show. Collision Corner, if you guys want that. 750 likes is your goal. So if you guys want it, you know what to do. And super chats are open. Get them on in. We'll hang out at the end of the show. It's the best way to support what I do here. Also, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of tonight's Dynamite, Clueless Dynamite. I read them all. So make sure you guys let me know what you're thinking down below in the comments section. Now, let's get into this here. AEW starts off with Adam Hangman Page against Wheeler Yuta. I thought this was going to be the main event. I'm glad it was not the main event. This match went... I don't know. That's a good question. Why is this happening, Tony?
Now, look. I like Wheeler Yuta. I know most people don't.
You do?
Yep. I'm enjoying Yuta's work, bruh. But that being said, I mean, the opening match against the world champion, why is it happening like that? Why? I don't understand it. You couldn't find it.
First of all, I got a good question for you. Why do they feel that Adam Page needs to wrestle every week on television as a world champion in a match like this. Why?
Bingo.
Now, listen, I'm not asking him to be Roman Reigns. I'm not asking him to be Cody Rhodes or John Cena, but he doesn't need to wrestle. This is 3 weeks in a row now, if you're going to include next week with Moxley. 3 weeks in a row where your world champion is wrestling on TV. And it was fucking ridiculous last week that him and Moxley wrestled after what they went through at All In the Texas Death Match. Hangman should have cut that promo, and neither one of them should have wrestled on last week's show. But here we are. Yeah. Well, so that's my question to you, Jesse. Why do you think they do that? Why is this?
I don't know. I want to see him. I want to see him. If you want to show him front and center at the beginning of the show, coming out there with that world title, that is fine by me. I want to see him as much as you can get him on the TV. That doesn't mean he needs to wrestle. We saw MJF tonight a couple of times. He didn't wrestle.
No.
He didn't wrestle. Why does Hangman need to wrestle? Have him come out, spit his shit, say what he has to say. You know what I'm saying? Maybe partake in a beatdown or so. You know, do some of that shit. But why does he need to fucking wrestle? And that's the part I don't understand. The more you wrestle, the more you have him wrestle, the more you expose him, the less special it is when he gets in that damn ring and does what he does. He's the world champion. He should be the centerpiece. He should be the most important wrestler on this show, and he's just in an opening match with Wheeler Yuta.
That's a good point. Why do you want to overexpose your champion?
Why? Whatever segment you got planned for him, post-match or whatever the case may be or whatever, just jump straight to that. He doesn't need to be in a wrestling match with Wheeler Yuta.
Ridiculous.
I mean, what if he gets hurt? What if Hangman gets hurt in a random opening match against Wheeler Yuta? How important was this match? I mean, let's just save it for. It's not just Hangman. He's now the title. He is the world champion. The world champion shouldn't have to be out there wrestling every fucking week.
He'll wrestle Moxley next week. He'll wrestle Moxley next week. It'll be brutal and violent. He'll wrestle at Forbidden Door against some fucking no name from Japan. He'll wrestle it all out. I mean, you're gonna break this guy down and very, very much so increase his chance of an injury. And you're just overexposing him to a point where sooner rather than later, I'm going to want to see you have Hangman lose the championship after we just celebrated him winning after a terrible 9 months. I don't know why they think that way. I don't they got their babyface champion back. Let's throw him out there every week to wrestle. Yep. The other guys aren't having their champion wrestle, so we're going to do it differently. You don't need to do it differently. You don't. I think they got the right idea. It's just that John Cena is John Cena and nobody else is John Cena. Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns. And Cody, I'd like to see Cody wrestle more than he does, but again, he's an attraction. I would like for them to treat Hangman like a champion, like an attraction. He doesn't need to wrestle on Dynamite. Maybe once every fucking month, that's fine. And every pay-per-view, fine. Twice. Yeah. But 3 weeks in a row?
No, he comes out. First off, I wouldn't even have had Moxley on television after All In. He would have been MIA for a few weeks.
Absolutely.
Hangman comes out, and since, clearly you're hell-bent on doing this rematch, fine. Hangman comes out, spits his shit, talks his shit about winning and defeating the Death Riders and everything else. That's week 1. Week 2, come out, do the same thing, talk his shit, interfere here and there, do what you got to do. Then all of a sudden, a returning Jon Moxley shows up and beats the shit out of him, igniting the rematch that clearly you guys want to do. Then we can start building to that rematch. He doesn't need to be wrestling Wheeler Yuta, come out and then wrestle Hechicero, and then come out and wrestle Hologram, and then he has a Death Riders match. Bro, he doesn't need to wrestle anymore, not that often. Pay-per-views, like you said, special events here and there. They want to do this rematch in Chicago next week for whatever reason, fine. That should have been the first match that we saw Hangman wrestle since All In.
If they were smart, the Death Riders would have all been taken off television, and we would have moved on to something completely new. And by the way, your camera went out. I see nothing but Elgato now.
I don't know why. They could have left him on as far as it froze. They could have left the Death Riders on as far as I'm concerned, because they still had them recruiting Chris Statlander and everything else. They could have done that. They could have worked that angle and just did something else, but they didn't need Moxley out there. all the goddamn time, man. I'm not at all. Or Hangman out there all the damn time. Only one we needed out there every week was Hangman. That's it.
Well, he was certainly out there, and he wrestled Wheeler Yuta. Fortunately, this match went very quickly, and he got a buckshot on Wheeler Yuta, and he delivered a very quick 1-2-3. And that was basically it. It was more about the post-match here than anything. Post-match, Page grabbed a chain. This is the same chain that he used with Moxley at All In. And apparently on Saturday, which we will definitely touch upon in Collision Corner, Moxley used this chain on one Colt Cabana on Collision. Now, to set this up, Colt Cabana was choked out on Collision the same way that Hangman choked Moxley out at All In to win the championship and have Moxley tap out in the Texas Death Match. They now are playing up the narrative that Adam Page is so upset at the Death Riders now for what they did to his dear friend Colt Cabana that he's looking for revenge on the Death Riders. So now we're getting okay. I don't. You're right over there.
I'm back now.
I don't. I hear humming. Is everything all right over there? No, you're not back.
That was my garage door opener. So.
Okay. I thought that was your microphone.
No.
So they're trying to play up the narrative that Adam Page is dear friends with Colt Cabana and he's looking for revenge on the Death Riders for taking out Colt Cabana and bloodying Colt Cabana on Collision. I don't know how anybody in that fucking company can look at this and say, yeah, man, I think our fan base is going to care about that. It's Colt Cabana. Has there been any interaction with... First of all, I didn't even know Colt Cabana was still fucking wrestling for the company. I didn't even know he was still employed. Number two, there was not a single interaction in over a year, maybe more, between Hangman and Colt Cabana. Why would you think that pushing this narrative on television is going to result in anybody caring? Who cares about Colt Cabana? How can anybody look at this and say, man, I'm invested in Hangman getting revenge on the Death Riders because of what they did to Colt Cabana? And then it's in Chicago because he's a Chicago native. And then they want to use he's the dear friend of Hangman Page. Really? He's the dear friend of Hangman Page. Why? Because Hangman and CM Punk went at it all those years ago, which you still can't get over, that you're doing this petty nonsense. Who cares about it? I don't understand it. So that's the narrative here. So he went to go choke Yuta the same way that he choked Moxley. So he stops before he throws Yuta over the top rope to choke him out. And then he screamed at Yuta, look, no one is coming to save you. And then the crowd is chanting, he deserves it, he deserves it. Page slowly walked off with the chain and the AEW title, leaving Wheeler Yuta bloodied, and he didn't choke him out. This is what we got opening the show.
Unreal, man. I mean, I don't know. Bro, I can't figure out what the fuck is going on with my camera. I'm trying everything here. I'm gonna try something else, but I've reset it. I've closed it. I've ended the task. I've done everything remotely possible. I've closed it 3 times. I'm gonna try it again right now. If it don't open right here, I have no idea what's going on with it. It's rebooting right now. Come on, proc.
There you go.
There we go. Like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on, bro. There we go.
Hey, we're live. Shit happens, bro.
We're live. All
right, you're back now. All right, speak to me on Colt Cabana, bro. This is fucking awful.
I have not seen Colt Cabana, and I watch Collision every week, so you don't have to. There has been no Colt. Maybe, is he on ROH? I don't know. Maybe he's on ROH. I can see why he was out there on commentary. You're in Chicago. The Aragon Ballroom is probably down the street from where he lives. That's fine. It's great. Nice little touch. That's fine. But I have not seen him. I don't know what the significant. If he was that good of friends with Hangman, I feel like they would have touched on that before now, and they haven't at all.
I don't know. Where did this come from? Does somebody want to fill me in here? Like, what is the deal with Hangman and Colt Cabana, and why is this important now? Or is this the level of storytelling in AEW that people are just going to sit there and accept? Because I certainly don't. How is this going to make me care? If anything, this makes me not care about Hangman's reign because it automatically tells me that you've put zero effort into thinking about what comes next. I genuinely don't know. It's childish, amateurish writing. Yeah, here we are. I gotta talk about fucking Colt Cabana on a Wednesday night. That's basically the way the show opened. That.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm closing my garage door again. All right, there we go.
Athena. Yeah, go ahead.
So again, this is supposed to. First off, the Death Riders are the top heels in the company, so we don't need to prove that they're still dominant by beating up Colt Cabana. If that was your goal, I mean, you gotta try to aim at someone that there's universally loved.
Yes.
Around the company, I mean, and Colt Cabana ain't it. What are we doing with Bryan? He showed up at the pay-per-view. Have Bryan drug out there and beat. That'll get us some real heat. How about that?
They did that. They did that already, and also didn't follow up on that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true.
This is
don't do it at all.
It's you don't do it at all. This is awful writing. Awful writing. Athena backstage with Billy Starks, who rattles off her Overlord's nicknames and says AEW stands for Athena Elite Wrestling. Creative. Billy Starks says she's going to beat Toni Storm tonight. Sure thing, Billy Saints. It's great to dream big, honey. It really is.
But Athena said, "No, you're not."
Athena corrected her and saying she must take Toni Storm out. Athena holds the pen with all the power, and tonight she could cash in on Storm if she so chooses. Okay, so she's got the contract. She's already signed it. They're playing it up as a tease. This is basically a retread of what WWE does with the Money in the Bank cash-ins. And they carry around the briefcase, and they tease a cash-in one week, they tease a cash-in the next week, and they come in and maybe tease it the following week. That's exactly what Athena is doing here. And it's like, all right, I'm happy to see Athena on television. It's great to see Athena on television, but I don't know how anybody could get excited about the contract gimmick, Jesse. Are you excited about the contract gimmick here for AEW with Athena?
All right, so I do like the concept of them trying to create their own version of the concept. I'm not excited about what they're doing with it right now. My hope is that they will engage into a storyline where when the cash-in happen, it is exciting. But as of right now, no, it's not interesting right now. So I'm hoping that, they come up with something to at least make it interesting, because what they're doing right now, it is not. I wish I had like a suggestion on what I would expect from it, but for right now, no. It's to answer your question, it's not really interesting right now. No.
Now this is as bottom of the barrel writing as you could get. Have the contract holder stand in the balcony, watch the champion wrestle a protege of said contract holder, and tease a cash-in week after week after week until they finally decide to pull the trigger, and then we get the match or cash-in or however they're going to go about it. I don't know. I don't know. And then what happens when Athena doesn't win the championship? What happens then? Are we finally going to give up on Athena? Are we going to move on?
I'm happy that they're putting her on TV. So maybe they'd have some plans to incorporate her a little bit more. She's on TV and Mercedes is not. What happens when Mercedes comes back?
That means Athena is off television.
That's kind of what I figured.
We can't have listen, bro. We can't have too many top stars, man, on television with Mercedes there.
No. One has to go.
One has to go, man. She's got to be the top of the top. She's got to be the cream of the crop, bro. We can't have other stars taking away from her star power. Not allowed, man. It's not in her contract for that to happen.
When is she coming back?
Who cares? TV's better off without her, honestly. Oh, my goodness. We got a Billy Bomb with a $100 super chat. What's up, my OTS family? Today, I had to attend a funeral for a falling brother from Iraq. Just wanted to say I do believe the pinnacle He's coming back soon. Love OTS. Billy, you know what, brother? Another round of applause for Billy. Very sorry for your loss, brother. You know we love you, man. Anything we can do to help, man, please don't hesitate to reach out. We love Billy, man. Thank you so much for the support, brother. Hopefully we can also take your mind off of whatever is going on with you as well as Ali, man. Thank you guys very much. So, yeah, we got Athena and the contracts. They're going to tease that cash in until they actually decide on what they want to do with the Women's World Championship. Probably the best thing on the entire night as far as in-ring, FTR, Dax Softwood, and Cash Wheeler with Stokely against Jet Speed, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight. This is an AEW Tag Team Eliminator quarterfinal match. The winner of this tournament, which these are the only two teams that we have that we're privy to in this tournament. We don't know who else is in this tournament. The winners of this tournament will wrestle the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Jesse, I have thought about it, man. It's even more pathetic after I've seen it now many, many times. Do you know that I had a multi-millionaire professional wrestler actually pay money out of his own pocket to put a caricature of me on a T-shirt he wore out in public, bro? What do you think of that?
I think you keep bringing it up for some damn reason.
Because I think it's hilarious.
It is. But, we get it. It happened, Screw that guy.
He's awful.
I feel like you are a very important piece of significance to him in his life.
I'd say so.
I feel like he thinks about you way more than I feel like he needs to.
There you go.
Way more than he needs to.
Kind of sad, huh?
Yeah, very. I don't know. That's just me, man. I feel like I would have won if I'm in this position. I don't feel like I need to go around and make T-shirts of a podcaster. That feels like the definition of petty. But
he's probably working on new merch now, bro. We don't know.
But that's just, hey, man, more power to him. I guess that'll show. How did that work out for him?
I don't know.
Is your channel disappearing, bro?
No, we are very much still here, bro. We have 2,000 people in here.
Are you at home crying at night?
I am not. I'm actually at home playing Destiny 2, man, having a good time.
But you're on his T-shirt, so that must mean something.
I know.
Listen,
I don't know.
Okay.
He invited me for coffee. I'm still waiting for that invite, bro. He didn't show up.
Should we make a T-shirt of him?
I think we should. You think so?
I'm pretty sure he'll cry and file a lawsuit.
You want to have us on a T-shirt as caricatures eating out of a Pringles can of potato chips? You just put Dax's face on it.
I don't even like thinking about this guy that much.
You don't like Pringles?
I don't actually.
No? The pizza flavor is my favorite.
Not a Pringles guy.
Huh? No Pringles for the chat? You guys don't like Pringles?
Nah.
Anyway, this was a great match. All joking aside, this was a great match. FTR, Dax, and Cash against Jet Speed. Tag team eliminator match here. We'll pick it up after the commercial break because this was really, really good. And Kevin Knight, he fought off of the FTR Powerplex. Bailey landed on Wheeler with a top rope hurricanrana. And we got missile drop kicks from Jet Speed in stereo, led to a big DDT by Knight on hardwood. Knight with a splash on hardwood. At the same time, Bailey hit a springboard moonsault to the outside on Wheeler. Crowd popped big for Bailey's moonsault to the outside, right in front of the commentary team. Hardwood comes back with a dragon screw in the ropes. He's now targeting the leg back inside the ring. Hardwood, he's trolling the fans at ringside, thinking that he's some big-time heel over here. And he flipped them off instead of giving them a high five. He gets the figure four around the ring post, a la Bret Hart move. And Hardwood left himself open for Bailey to light him up with some kicks. Wheeler Yuta took out Bailey's bad leg. More dragon screws back inside to Kevin Knight as Hardwood gets in the sharpshooter while Wheeler locked one in on Bailey ringside. So Kevin Knight got to the ropes, and we got another powerplex attempt here. First part of it connected, but Knight got his knees up on the dive from Cash. This allowed Bailey to hit a shooting star press for 2 on Dax, who rolled over on his stomach, and Bailey hit the shooting star on Dax's back. So we get into a second commercial break here. This went pretty long. Bailey hits a wild corkscrew springboard moonsault right in front of the commentary table. Bailey rolled through a shooting star press attempt back inside, fired a punt kick to Harwood, followed by a standing shooting star double knees for a near fall. And we got his big kicks. Kevin Knight made the tag to hit the Doomsday elevated drop kick, but Wheeler broke the count. Wheeler then was backdropped over the timekeeper's area. Bailey leapt over it onto Wheeler. Back inside the ring, Kevin Knight tried for his UFO splash, which I think is a great move. Harwood got his knees up. Inside cradle, only for Knight to kick out. Harwood tried a bounce back powerbomb. Knight got a roll-up for a near fall. Bailey tried to fly in with a Hurricane Karana. Harwood was successful with a bounce-back powerbomb attempt for a second time. Knight and Harwood traded pin attempts as Stokely put his crutch in the ring for Harwood to grab on hold for a leverage pin, and he steals the win over Jet Speed by pinning Kevin Knight with the help of Stokely. So they advance to the semifinals of this Eliminator tournament against who? I guess we'll find out on either Collision or Dynamite next week as to who the other teams are in this tournament. Post-match, Tony Schiavone gets in the ring, and he is looking for an interview with FTR and Stokely about what Adam Copeland did last week. Stokely's getting booed out of the building, and he's yelling over everybody because they're just giving him shit. Said Copeland belongs in prison and has no business putting his hands on him last week. Copeland is a loser and a horrible human being, and he's a cancer to AEW. Copeland's music hits, and he was going to come to the ring, but instead he stands on the top of the ramp with a microphone in hand. But Stokely told him to stop right there and cut his music. They cut his music, and the fans ended up singing along with his music anyway. Stokely said last week he made it clear Copeland is not allowed to be in the vicinity of FTR. Copeland said he forgot, but he made a business deal with some gentleman whose business is hurting people. The Hurt Syndicate comes on out, and Copeland shook hands with MVP as Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin hit the ring, and they brawl with FTR. Referees hit the ring, tried to separate all 4 guys. Hurt Syndicate stand tall on the ramp as Copeland tried to hit another spear on Hathaway, who pulled a security guard in his way to take the spear instead. Copeland stared down FTR from the ring as they were on the ramp, and that's the way the segment came to an end. Now, the match was great. That's number one. Match was great. All 4 guys are great. We all know that. It is very difficult to find a bad FTR match. Jet Speed is very good. Don't really care about them, but they are 2 excellent professional wrestlers. The angle at the end. I'm sorry, Jesse, go ahead.
But wait, so that's what I want to talk about for a second.
Yeah.
Jet Speed. So they keep pairing these guys together. It seems like that they're committed to this being an actual tag team and they're going to run with it. Okay, fine. All right, I'll bite. I thought this was going to be another flash in the pan type deal, but they seem to be sticking with it. Okay, so let's do a little bit more to try to get these guys over. Let's start with first and foremost. You put 2 guys together, and neither one of these guys knows what to do with a microphone. All right? We need to get them someone who knows what to do with a microphone. And fast, because this team is not going to get over solely by being great in the ring. It's just not going to happen. So they need to work on that, and they need to work on it fast. If they want to get people to get more invested in these guys, either that or they're gonna have to come up with some microphone skills quickly, because you just keep trotting them out there and having matches. I'm watching them week in and week out. I'm watching them on Collision. I'm watching them here on Dynamite. They've been tagging, and I just don't care. They're great wrestlers, and I just don't care. I don't know why they're teaming together. I don't know how they ended up together. I don't know what brought them together.
Bro, they're 2 flippy wrestlers that Tony Khan apparently is favorites of now, and that's the reason why they paired them together.
Yep. That is not enough to make anyone care. My kid is not going to want to go out and ask me to get them a fucking T-shirt of these guys just because of what they do in the ring. No one's interested in them being a tag team. No one's interested in them. What is their story? What brought them together? What holds them together? What are they fighting for? I just need something. I don't know what kind of personality they have. I don't know anything about them at all. So they need some kind of mouthpiece.
This is the problem. This is the problem with AEW, bro. There's no character development. They put guys together in a tag team like this because they're great wrestlers, and then they ask us to care because they are simply great wrestlers. Like you said, it needs to be more. I need to hear from them. I need a story. I need some fucking investment. Give me a reason to invest my time and invest my emotion. Why are they together? The simplest of fucking questions they have refused to answer.
Yep.
So why am I going to care?
It's important. It's so important, man. You want us to care? I'm trying to give you the blueprint to try to help us care a little bit more.
Oh, but JD and Jesse, they hate watch. If you hate it so much, why do you watch it? These are legitimate questions, man.
Yeah.
Do you have a brain? Do you use it? I know we do. This is why we're creating topical discussion. Everything that we have just said in the last 3 minutes are legitimate concerns and questions. Why? If you can't answer any of these, then what the fuck are we doing here?
Yep. You got to come up with something, man. I care more about Max Caster and what he's doing than I do about Jet Speed. Why? Because I understand what is going on with him. He's a loser. He thinks he's a winner. This is his gimmick. He thinks this certificate means he's a great wrestler, but he keeps losing about it. It's funny. I care more about that. I don't care a lot about it, but I still care more about that than I do what Jet Speed is doing. You need to give us something rather than let's watch these guys wrestle, because you give us that with the luchadors. Let's watch these guys wrestle. That can't be the story behind everyone. Let's just watch these guys wrestle. That's not enough. That's not enough for weekly episodic television. That's just not enough.
There you go. We have spoken. Not that they're going to change anything, because they're just going to do what they do because they think it's great. Everything's great here. I am looking forward to Copeland and Christian and when they get back together. This is the second week now coming out of All In, the second Dynamite coming out of All In. We have not gotten a single word from Christian Cage, who Copeland told Christian to go find himself. Mm-hmm. I hope that we get vignettes. I hope that he's in fucking Canada somewhere finding himself. I hope whatever that may be, we get a vignette and we get some really good story and substance coming from his end, from Copeland, who told him to go find himself. I want to know what that is. I don't want him to show up randomly and say, you know what, man? I found myself and I realized that you are my best friend and I love you and I want to be back with you. No, we need to see his trek, his journey on how he's going to find himself. Hopefully they're coming up with something. Hopefully.
So look at that. When they do end up coming together, look at the story that's already there.
Yeah.
They were once best friends, and then they butted heads, and then all of a sudden, this relationship with his adopted family fell through, and his former best friend, felt bad, didn't want him killed, so he came out and stopped it, but they didn't get back together yet because he was still angry, so he went to go do some soul searching, and they finally came back together and formed an attack. I can't give you one complete sentence about Jet Speed that explains why they're together and why they're doing what they're doing. Not one sentence. Why they're together? Because Tony Khan got them in Gorilla one day and said, hey, you guys are a tag team. Go. That's it.
Or maybe they didn't have any other creative for them and they needed tag team depth, and there you go. They weren't going anywhere as singles, and they just paired them together because they had nothing else for them to do.
Not enough. It's not enough. Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley came into the company together from some other foreign wrestling company that we've never heard of before. You know, same for FTR. They've always been a tag team. I mean, you have to come up with something. Billy Starks and Athena. Billy Starks is Athena's protege, and she's learning under her tutelage. These are stories that brings two characters together. I have nothing for Jet Speed, except one guy's nickname is Jet, and the other guy's name is speedball, and you put these two words together and made them a team. That is not a reason to care.
I don't know. You know who I care about? Copeland. I thought this was great. I thought this was great. Now, a minor problem here that I always pinpoint with AEW, and they seemingly never fix it because he's just so thick-headed that he thinks everything that he does is great. These tournaments that he does great tournaments, don't get me wrong. Why are they, there's too many of them, yes. Why are they so predictable is what I want to know. Like, I get it. You need a reason to get us to FTR and the Hurt Syndicate. FTR should have already been the number one contenders for the tag team championship because there's nobody fucking else. They beat everybody else. Why do we need another tournament to crown FTR the number one contenders when they should already be the number one contenders for the tag team championships just based on the principle that there is no one else? So now we have to watch 3 weeks of television to get 3 matches out of it because graps, only for FTR to win a right to wrestle for what they should already be, the number one contenders for the tag team championships. FTR is going to win this tournament. They already told you tonight with this post-match attack, and Copeland basically making a quote-unquote business deal with the Hurt Syndicate to take out FTR. Gee, man, I wonder what the fucking tag team title match is going to be at Forbidden Door, which is great. And we'll talk about where the story could possibly be going with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate now with what happened backstage with them. But why are these tournaments so predictable, man? I would love to be teased a little bit. I would love to be dragged along in some unpredictable environment. Can you give me a couple of matches where I don't know the outcome to? Like, who the fuck was going to win this match? We knew FTR was going to win this match. FTR is going to win their next match, and FTR is going to go to the finals. I need something that is a little bit more unpredictable. That's their problem with these tournaments, Jesse.
I just need less tournaments. There's too many just pop-up fucking tournaments. If you want tournaments, have your tournaments, space them out throughout the year, and stick to just those tournaments. We got the Owen in this month. We're going to have the tag team tournament later on in the year during this month, and whatever other tournament you have scheduled and planned, and have those be the tournaments scheduled throughout the year. I don't want to be like, well, let's see, what are we going to do about the tag team titles? Ooh, let's do a tournament. No, stop with the fucking tournaments. No, use creative and just build your division and get to the matchups that you want. You just can't pull out a tournament to explain everything. They don't mean shit anymore. It's awful. The Owen feels like the only established tournament that I actually look forward to every year.
The only tournaments that we need all year are the Owen and the Continental Classic. Everything else is just... Everything else, honestly, is basically, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't have anybody capable to write stories, so this is what I'm going to do. Jesse, we had Kenny Omega in an international fucking cup, whatever it was, before Double or Nothing, and then we had the Owen, and now we have this. Bro, within the last 3 months, we've had 3 tournaments, bro.
That's bullshit.
3 tournaments.
Too many fucking tournaments. Every time you make up a tournament, they mean less and less and less. Oh, another tournament. But this is the Owen. Yeah, but we've had fucking 4 tournaments already since the last. They don't mean shit anymore. Have your established tournaments. Make them important. Stop doing tournaments. I'm sorry. You're going to have to come up with something else. These tournaments have become, I mean, you're right. They have become somewhat of a creative crutch. And you just pop this shit up out of nowhere and we're supposed to care about it. Last week, there was no tournament. This week, there is. So now I care about it. No. Why the fuck would I care about? No.
And there's going to be another tournament when they introduce women's tag team titles. And there'll probably be another tournament when Okada beats Swerve and we'll get a united, whatever the fuck it is, unified title tournament going into All Out.
Stop with these fucking tournaments. I want to continue to enjoy tournaments. And you didn't even have a tournament. You just gave us a bracket. You just gave us an empty bracket. They
gave us no teams. No, but Tony was too busy talking about his father's multi-million-dollar paintings on his wall today on Twitter to give us any fucking teams.
Too many tournaments. Come up with another way to get where you need to be. And look, you want to get to FTR and the Hurt Syndicate? Fine. Have FTR win a string of matches and say, hey, we won our tag team titles. What do we have to do to get them? I don't know, but we're going to get there. Win matches, cheat here and there, manipulate, do shit like that. Make it a story, make it interesting. Keep jumping the Hurt Syndicate until they give you something. Just don't make a tournament. Now you gotta invent tag team. The brackets are empty because you don't have any fucking tag teams.
Who's gonna be in this? Who's gonna be in this tournament? Crew.
That's why it's empty.
Who's gonna be in this tournament? Crew's gonna be in this tournament. The fucking
a bunch of teams that have absolutely no chance in hell of winning.
Gates of Agony are gonna be in it. Brian Keith and Big Bill are gonna be. What teams are the Outrunners? Who's gonna be in the fucking tournament? Yep. What tag teams do you got? Where's your division? You gonna fucking materialize tag teams out of thin air?
Nobody's gonna win but the team that you want to be in the finals. So just creatively get to the championship match. It's not hard. FTR has been winning as of late. You just get them away from the Outrunners, like you did. Move on to something else. Have them pop up and attack the Hurt Syndicate, and sooner or later they're the number one contenders. Start a beef, get a feud going, get them something to feud over. Let it be over the title. This is pro wrestling writing 101. What the fuck are we doing here?
Bro, what type of
tournament?
How much you want to bet Brody King and Bandito are going to be a team in this tournament, bro?
Oh my god.
Or Hologram, one or the other.
Somebody with a mask.
Oh, there's going to be a luchador in this tournament. No doubt about it. There's fucking 3 spots to fill, bro. You don't think a luchador is going to fucking be on one of those teams?
I mean, it's fine. I'm not like, it's not they can't be in it, but again, no one's gonna be in it that we're gonna think is a believable winner other than FTR. That's it.
Air Flight. Who's Air Flight?
Oh no, you mean
what's his name? Scorpio Sky's gonna be in the tournament, bro. He's gonna be in this thing, right?
Yeah. Wait, no, you mean Skyflight.
Skyflight. Okay, Skyflight. Yes.
Yes, Skyflight. I found out that was a thing as I'm reading my Collision Corner notes. Where are those thumbs up? I need to get to this guy.
How does that even make it? What's a sky? Where else would a flight be taking place, bro?
Top flight.
I'm saying where else would an airplane be flying if not for the sky, bro? Sky flight.
I was gonna make a joke that probably shouldn't be made, but I mean, the flight could go in too. Never mind. Nope.
You could say it.
No, we're not making a Twin Towers reference. No. But move on. Yeah, I don't know. Get those thumbs up, guys. There we go. Get those thumbs up. I need to get to this Collision Corner, man.
I wonder if he honestly realizes that the tournaments are a creative crutch for what he is not really doing on the show. Like, it's fucking lazy.
No, it just uses it as.
And then the sicko's like, "Oh man, Tony, that's such a great idea, Tony. You're a genius." Really? I don't look at it that way.
Yeah, who said that? Hellfire Kai. Where's Private Party?
Who?
Where in the hell is Private Party? The Gun Club is gonna be out again. Gun Club is out.
Well, they would have been in the tournament. That would have been a great final. Not like they would have won anyway, but it would have been a great final.
Unless they replace Austin with Juice.
Sure.
Which would make sense.
Where's Jay White? Is Jay White ready? Not that I would put him in this tournament, but...
No. Yeah, but...
Jay White and Juice in this tournament? Bang, bang, gang?
They need the Juice Bang gang.
I want to bang my fucking head against the wall watching this fucking garbage every week.
Shout out to the Gun Club, man. They can't catch a goddamn break.
Love those guys, man. See, that's somebody that we care about.
Yep. They have a story. We know why they're together. They're fucking brothers. They're entertaining. They can talk on the mic. It sucks. It sucks that Austin got fucking hurt, man.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Ah, fucking hell.
FTR advance here in this Eliminator tournament over Jet Speed. So it looks like they're setting up Hurt Syndicate and FTR for the titles, and we'll talk about where that could potentially go after we got a nice little segment with the Syndicate and MJF in the back. The Patriarchy, they were backstage, saying it all in. They took a big risk with Nick Wayne. And what he said last week, they verbally explained themselves. So on Collision, they'll prove it physically. They'll They'll prove what they are capable of doing when they don't have to answer to a patriarch nor being uncaged. Maybe they'll be in the tournament, bro. Maybe they'll be the tag team in the tournament.
It could be. That would work. That would work.
Not like they're gonna find a win in that tournament,
No.
but you know.
No, but that is an avenue to explore of establishing another tag team. I mean, is Kip able to wrestle? I don't think is he even fucking wrestled
I don't know.
since he got back?
I don't think so. He's taking some bumps though.
He just hangs out next to Mama Wayne.
I mean, he's got a good deal there.
That is not
That
a
is a
bad
very
place
good
to
deal.
be.
Yeah.
That's a good place to be. But I have not seen the guy wrestle, man.
Or maybe they're on the opposite side of the FTR bracket. We'll see. John Moxley's backstage with Marina Shafir, and Hangman is in his sights. He fought for his life at All In, digging down deep to find something he never knew was there. Moxley said it was good. Get up. Let's do it again tomorrow. And the next day, he admits he lost, but no reason to be a bitch about it. So why avoid a rematch? As the credits don't roll, the cowboy won't ride off into the sunset. Moxley asked a lot from people around him, but even more of himself. A mistake was made, but it's nothing that can't be fixed. By the end of tonight, we will find out who the Hangman was who rode out of All In. All right, there you go. He wants a rematch. Not that I find any interest in a rematch, but he wants a rematch.
I feel it is fair that he deserves a rematch. His title run was long enough. I feel it is fair that he deserves a rematch.
No, he does not deserve a rematch.
Why not? And they're getting it out of the way on a TV show. I mean, it's not like we're getting like another 4-week build into another pay-per-view. This does feel harmless as far as getting a rematch out of the way. They didn't label it as a mandatory rematch clause, no shit like that. But you've been a champion for that many days in a row, and they want to rematch it on a TV show. That's actually pretty harmless. I wish it was the first time these guys wrestled at all since their last match. If nothing else, it sells the brutal match that they fucking went through. But no, Hangman's wrestling every goddamn week.
You know why they made this match for next week's Dynamite? Because I'm sure good old Willie Boy over there was like,
Hey, Tony, the ratings are down, so we need to do something big on the show next week. Why don't we do a rematch with Hangman Page and John Moxley?
Ratings down. I was led to believe that the ratings are up.
bro, they did sub 600,000 last week.
I was led to believe per a graph or a chart or some shit that the ratings were up.
The ratings are not up, bro.
Oh, well.
The ratings are not up. In fact, they're still very much down, and the demo is very much down as well. I think it was the lowest demo maybe in the history of Dynamite last week. That 18 to 49 Esteem demo, bro. You know, the ones that the advertisers look for? Terrible for AEW.
Oh, boy.
Where did everybody go, man? Exactly.
Maybe they're all watching or getting ready for a Bischoff and Hogan.
American Freestyle, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to cover it live.
Are you?
No, fuck no. We crazy, man.
You have to subscribe to Fox Nation, bro. I don't see you as a Fox Nation guy.
Not quite. Although I feel that's a very suitable home for Hulk Hogan.
I am not surprised it's on Fox Nation, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, Will Ospreay, he addressed his health here. Tony Schiavone introduced Will Ospreay to the ring, brought up All In, and that great tag team match with the Bucks, but also what the Death Riders did to him in the main event. Ospreay said Tony Khan had no idea he was showing up today. Sure thing. Maybe not. Seeing how this company's run, maybe he didn't really have an idea he was showing up. As he flew himself over from London and asked for 5 minutes. So basically, he wants me to believe that he flew without any communication with his employer all the way from the United Kingdom and then asked Tony Khan when he got to the building, "Hey, boss, I need 5 minutes. Can I go out there?" That's how they do things in AEW.
It was like 8 hours.
8-hour flight. He took it. He boarded. He got to Chicago, and he's like, "Hey, man, I need 5 minutes."
Bruh, give me a camera crew and a Zoom call. I'm not fucking flying.
Absolutely.
Out there for 5.
I'll stay in the United Kingdom. I'll stand in my fucking garden, and drink a cold one, and then we can do it via satellite, okay?
He was already out there traveling with his wife, Alex Osprey. You know,
Sure. You're the one that's not over?
Did you hear that pop when she came?
Oh, man. It's like a Rhea Ripley reaction over there, man. Oh, my God. Yeah, we'll talk about that, man. Again, no character development in AEW. And the way that they think, man, it is so fucking pathetic how they think. Hey, man, we'll just send her out there, and everybody's going to know who she is.
Look, she's good in the ring, and maybe she will get there, but it's not like it's not going to be an instantaneous, here, everyone love her, go. It's not going to work that way. But she is good in the ring.
Anyway, Osprey says he's been struggling with his neck for 10 months, and he said he never told medical. 10 months he never told medical. I find that very difficult to believe. And he wanted to make sure AEW got over the finish line at All In. Osprey made promises to Swerve, to the fans. He would do his part in bringing back the World Championship, and is proud to say that it happened. He said what the Death Riders did to him at All In, he was rushed to the hospital and learned there's herniated discs that went into his spinal column, but it is very treatable. With therapy and treatment, fingers crossed, he should be back. I was thinking he's going to say All In next year. This guy said he'll be back by Forbidden Door. And Forbidden Door, folks, is not next year's Forbidden Door. It is Forbidden Door 2025, which takes place on August 24th from London, England at the O2 Arena.
I'll be back by next week.
I'll be back in 3 weeks. Osprey thanks Swerve for everything he's done for him, and it was an honor fighting by his side. The moment he's feeling healthy, it's eye for an eye in regards to the Death Riders as Osprey made his way up the ramp. Swerve met him up there with a hug, and the two embraced. Now, I asked earlier why I don't believe a fucking word he said out there. First of all, I don't even know why this segment was needed, number one. Number two, I look at it as, why do you want to bring that type of grief to your fan base? After what we had to hear Adam Cole do and say at All In, do we need that now to happen to Will Ospreay as well? I don't really know this was necessary, but they wanted to go out there and make a scene of it. Do I believe that he withheld this information? No. Do I think that it's as serious as he's making it out to be? He made it sound like it, but the fact that he's going to be back for All In or for Forbidden Door in London, he's not as injured as he says he is. Again, I don't know why they just didn't have the Bucks beat Osprey and Swerve knowing that he was injured. I know somebody there knew he was injured, so if you knew going into that match, why didn't you make the appropriate creative? Because what you theoretically did is you had someone who was injured beat a healthy Young Bucks team, and there's legitimately no follow-up for Osprey and Swerve coming out of All In. They win, and then that's it. Nothing happened. Or was that done by design, Jesse? Were they supposed to not do anything? Because, I mean, they vanquished the EVPs. You would think that something else would have been much more on the horizon for them.
Yeah, now that I think about it, Tony Khan had to have known, because that tells me that Osprey let the creative team go out there and make future plans for him when he knew that he was not going to be able to do anything for a while after this match. So he just let them go on and plan, him doing big things. I mean, he's a top goddamn star in the company. I'm sure they have top plans for him. And he kept it a secret that he wasn't going to be resting for a while after this match. Someone knew. He had to have told someone, hey, I'll be able to go during this match, but I'm going to have to go away for a while. Otherwise, okay, we're going to plan this, plan that. Hey, you're going to win this. Then you're going to go on to do, oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, book me for that. Sure, that sounds great. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be hurt. They knew. Someone knew. They had to have known.
They had to know. And if Osprey didn't tell anybody for 10 months that his neck was injured and he was feeling something in his neck, how irresponsible is it of a top guy to do that?
Yeah. It'd be really shitty.
Not only are you putting the company in jeopardy, you're putting yourself in jeopardy, your life in danger, and you're putting whoever you're in the ring with in danger.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What a PR nightmare that would be, huh?
That'd be terrible. That'd be absolutely terrible, man.
With the way he wrestles? With the way he wrestles, he didn't tell anybody for 10 months that his neck was injured. Give me a break. Give me a break.
That didn't happen.
Don't even know why this was needed. This could have been saved for a vignette or a fucking whatever. It didn't need 10 minutes on television.
Yeah.
We got a video package of the new women's trio here. Tekla, Jesse. Tekla, who still hasn't said a fucking word on AEW television. Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. It's only a sin to resist. They aren't friends or sisters. They have one bond, and you'll feel its effects. They have one goal, to infect the entire women's division. The heart always wins. And the last thing you see will be us three. You know, Jesse, it sounds very similar to The House Always Wins. You know, Julia Hart and Brody King, who were linked together in the absence of Buddy Matthews and Aleister Black in WWE, then Malachi Black. Seemingly, The House has crumbled, Jesse, with no explanation. Can you explain why?
No. I wish I could, but no. I can't. First of all, I want to give them credit. At least they took a second to give us some sort of explanation as to why they are together. That is more than what we got for Jet Speed. Okay.
What is their reason to be together? They want to infect the entire women's division. That's a reason?
That's their mission statement. They gave us something to announce that they're officially.
All right, but what does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't fucking know.
I could tell you, bro. I'm going to be on Destiny 2 later, and you're like, okay. And you're like, well, what do you want to do? I don't know. I want to power grind to 300. I want to do some Grandmasters. I want to do a raid. I want to do this. I want to do that. But why do you want to go on it? If I don't tell you, it's like, okay.
Look, bro. You know Julia Hart speaks in fucking code. She's a witch, man. What do you want? But they gave us something. Something. It's already more than what we've gotten for all of the luchadors, for Jet Speed. They gave us their missions. Basically, they're telling us we are officially together. Now, what we didn't get is that she's officially broken up from Brody King and the House of Hell Dogs or whatever the fuck they were. So I was kind of hoping that was still a thing, but I guess it's not. They unofficially broke up, and now they're together as a trio. Sure, I guess it's fine. It works. I just don't understand why they needed to be. I kind of wish they kept the Hellhounds together, but I mean, it is what it is. I guess Buddy is never coming back. Neither is Pac. What is going on with these injuries? What is happening here?
Well, I don't know. You know, Buddy Matthews wouldn't have been injured if they used the fucking regulatory ring down in Australia, where he jumped the ropes and he basically sunk into the ring like it was fucking quicksand. How long he's going to be out, I don't know, but I don't even think he cares, man. He's still getting paid, and he gets to go home to Rhea Ripley. Who cares?
It's a win-win.
The win-win.
That's a win-win. So they're a new group. I like the fact that they put Tekla with someone else that can speak, because Julia Hart will speak. That's fine. That's great. That gives us some kind of mouth. I'm assuming Tekla either. I don't know if she doesn't speak. I don't even know if she speaks English, bro. It may be her first and only language. I don't know. I have no idea whatsoever. So I guess we'll get some kind of communication through Julia Hart for her, which fine. That works. You know, I would have liked some kind of explanation about Brody King and the Hellhounds though.
Yeah, what is this group's name? I mean, do they have a name? This lady's group? Did they give us any sort of name on Collision? Any hints or anything?
What did you say? The Heart Always Wins. They probably said it in code, and we just kind of missed it.
It's only a sin to resist. Are they going to be called Sin?
Only a sin to resist what? They didn't say.
I don't know. It's only a sin to resist. Tekla, Julia, and Sky Blue.
I feel like the name was somewhere in that promo and we missed the code.
Could be Sin. S-I-N.
Could be. Is that another violation of another special website?
I don't know. I don't know why your mind is on mysterious websites on the dark web. I don't know.
Dark web.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I mean, this is all this means to me is like we're getting women's tag team titles, man. It's coming. It's coming. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how everybody reacts to these fucking tag team titles. Renee, she's backstage with Willow Nightingale, who said she's spent so much time feuding with the Death Riders and Chris Statlander. You know, Jesse, they mentioned Chris Statlander here and possibly the tease of her joining the Death Riders. Have we gotten any teases about Statlander and the Death Riders in the recent weeks, bro?
I don't know about teases, but it's they've approached her again.
Oh yeah,
in passing. That was about it. Ooh, speaking of, we gotta go somewhere.
What are you talking about? We're doing it at the end of the show.
No, we got the thumbs up right
We
here.
gotta do it at the end of the show. You guys did it. Collision Corner is gonna happen at the end of the show.
Damn it.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
People hit me up last week. They like it at the end of the show better.
End of the show better. Yeah. Right on, man.
The Daughters of Darkness.
There we go.
DOD. D-O-D. Huh?
They announced that on Twitter or something?
I don't know. Is that what their name is? Hellfire? I don't know. Willow Nightingale says that there's a lot of good going on in AEW. Really? Is she watching the right show? I don't know. We got a new AEW World Champion and lots of new girls on the roster like Tekla, Jesse. She mentioned Tekla. Could be the next feud.
Could be.
Nightingale said Spidey can find her in the ring. Oh, man. A random match run out there with no rhyme or reason.
Spidey. Her Spidey senses are tingling.
Renee's backstage with the Hurt Syndicate asking how that partnership with Cope came about. All of a sudden, MJF walks in. By the way, when the Hurt Syndicate walked out, they walk out without MJF to do business with Copeland. So MJF walks in demanding to know what's going on as he could have used them earlier in his run-in with Adam Page and said it took him forever to get into the Syndicate and Cope could just walk in and do business. MVP told him they're in the business of hurting people. MJF said, yeah, that's cute, but how about we get in the business of getting his damn title back? MVP asked Renee to leave as Lashley then grabs MJF by the throat, slams him against the lockers, and says they don't owe him shit as they are not his lackeys. MJF is there. He didn't say much of anything with Bobby Lashley's big paws wrapped around his throat. And Lashley said, I never wanted you in the Hurt Syndicate, and I'm giving you a thumbs down, saying he doesn't want him in the group and walks off. MJF is like, Shelton. And Shelton Benjamin walks off with Bobby Lashley. MVP looks at MJF, says nothing, and he walks off. Furious is MJF and left alone. I guess I'll start with Sisters of Sin.
Yeah.
Okay. Son. No, it's no Sauce. Sisters of Sin. Sauce. SOS. Yes. I guess I'll start with this, Jesse. Did you take this to be the removal of MJF from the Hurt Syndicate?
So with what you just gave us, you know, the way that it went down, you need 3 thumbs up to be in, and Lashley gave him an official thumbs down, walked off. The other 2 joined him. MJF went to the ring, said he doesn't need Bobby Lashley and everything else. So I took it as the official removal of MJF from the Hurt Syndicate. Now, right away, you know, me and my chat, we said, well, that's kind of anticlimactic because they spent weeks getting him in the Hurt Syndicate. So how could they just get him out in 30 seconds? I mean, that just seems kind of just counterproductive. You spent a long time building that story.
Not only that, bro. We went from All In, and they were all celebrating with him as he won the contract. And there's been no television at all that has showcased any tension between MJF and Bobby Lashley, MJF or anybody in the Syndicate. And then they just turn right around after 2 weeks of them celebrating with him winning the contract to him being out of the group. Like there was not. They went from one point to the fucking end of this in 2 weeks with nothing in between. How could you look at that as storytelling?
Right. So now, then I had an epiphany that this was all a big ruse. That maybe that this is just all a big swerve to help MJF actually win the title, because it'll come up later on when everybody thinks that the Hurt Syndicate is against MJF. Turns out they're on his side still, and there's all a big ruse to help him win. They high five and hug it out. We fool all of you. Ha ha ha. We win. And I figured maybe that's the reason for the sudden exit without any kind of reasoning or explanation behind it. Because it's either got to be that or a major fumble as they rush to get the Hurt Syndicate to be straight up baby faces and get them into a match with FTR so they can get the titles off of the Hurt Syndicate.
That's exactly what it is. They are strapped for time now. And instead of building this out and really just kind of creating a captivating story, they legitimately went from not even A, B, C. They went right to A to C. They didn't do anything in between. Yeah. They took weeks, like you said, to get MJF and the Hurt Syndicate, and the end compared to how we got here is just, it's mind-numbingly stupid how they are just rushing through everything. But Tony's vision is Tony's vision, and he's dead set on Christian and Copeland against FTR with the tag team championships on the line. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. And I don't think he understands. You don't need that match to be for the tag team championships. The reunion of Christian and Cope is special enough. You don't need that. You don't need the titles on the line. A grudge match is a grudge match. You've built it as such. The titles don't have anything to do with it. It's Cope wanting revenge and Cope getting his best friend back to battle FTR for what they did to him. Because he really cares in the end. I don't understand why the titles need to be a thing in this. They're the least important things in this feud with FTR and Christian Cope. But this is what he wants. So that's what we're going to get. And they're rushing to get that to happen. And MJF apparently is stuck because they need to get him out of the Hurt Syndicate, and they need to set him up for a world championship cash-in potentially, and a match with Bobby Lashley. Because what else does he have to do until he cashes that contract in?
Yeah, chat, chime in here, because I think we're kind of both on the fence on what might be happening. Do you think this is all a big play, and they're just trying to pull a fast one to help MJF,
no,
or are they actually rushing this booking to get to the tag team titles somewhere else?
No, I don't think this is a troll job. I think this is them rushing to get the tag team titles onto FTR. Thanks to MJF, who's going to turn on the Hurt Syndicate and help FTR win. Now, whether FTR wins and joins with MJF when we get some reunion of the Pinnacle, I don't know. That's also a possibility. I don't know where their head's at. I don't know if they want that. I don't think MJF really needs that, but, that's also a possibility. But yeah, MJF is going to help FTR win the tag team titles at Forbidden Door, and we're going to get MJF and Bobby Lashley at All Out. So right now I'm looking at MJF, Bobby Lashley for All Out, Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin for All Out. And those are the two big matches that they're going to really be centering that show around.
Yeah.
And then obviously FTR, Cope, and Christian for the tag team titles.
There's no Cedric. Cedric signed to TNA, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he opened Slammiversary on Sunday against Mustafa Ali.
Yeah. Cedric is not coming. I don't know if he was supposed to come and they didn't come to an agreement or change his mind. I don't know what happened, but he's not coming.
And you could see that they're already trying to position the Hurt Syndicate as baby faces because they had them back up Cope, who is very much a baby face. So they really want to wash that heel stench off of them and get them in position for when MJF turns on the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. So they will be baby faces. And MJF, I don't think MJF is really turning. He's been a heel through and through, but he'll be betraying is a good word. Betraying the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, let's see where they go with it. It just feels weird that they spent all this time getting him in, and then they got him out with no kind of payoff at all. That's why I'm thinking this is some kind of big swerve, and they never dropped him. They never turned on him. They were just trying to just trying to fucking fool Hangman or some shit down the road. But it would make sense if they did it that way. It makes no sense why they would rush it like that. But either one is a very strong possibility.
Shout out to Ross in the chat. What's up, brother?
Ross, what up, though?
Yeah,
Ross,
listen,
Ross
bro.
Ross went to his first WWE event.
Yeah, bro. What was going on in Houston, bro? Was there like a sleepiness going on in Houston? What happened there? Was it too humid? Everybody fell asleep. What happened?
Man, Ross, what the hell you been doing, man?
I don't know, man. They only reacted to Rhea Ripley and Roman Reigns, man. They reacted to everything but the in-ring action on Monday. What happened there?
Man. Ross got the exclusive sneak peek at Unreal. Did you get that sneak peek, bro?
I did not. They don't really like me too much, bro. I don't get sneak peeks with anything.
What the hell, man?
You know, I'm an asshole. Remember?
This is true. This is true, man. We gotta hang out with Ross, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
AEW Women's Champion Toni Storm. She went one-on-one with Billy Starks in a title eliminator. Oh man, I wonder who won this one, bro.
Yeah, I wonder who won.
If I have a critique here, can we not do matches where I already know the outcome like 7 days before I actually see it all unfold, please?
Oh well, hell,
Is that so much? Is that so much to ask? Like, who gives a shit? I had people telling me. I said on Twitter, "Gee, man, there's nothing announced for Dynamite tonight. We're in for a long night." And then people were like, "Oh well, this guy he glanced over that. They got Toni Storm and Billy Starks on the show. Who gives a shit? Like, do you genuinely find yourself interested in this match where you already know the outcome to this match? Who cares about this? Toni Storm is not losing a match before she drops the title. She beat Mercedes. That would be ridiculous. So she wins this match here with a chicken wing submission. She loves that chicken wing, Jesse. The good old Bob Backlund chicken wing.
Toni Storm, man. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do.
The TMC or the TCM chicken wing. Post-match, Toni Storm posed for the crowd, not realizing that Billy Starks was behind her, and she hit her with the AEW Women's title. Starks yelled to Athena to come down to the ring to cash in her contract. Aubrey Edwards got into it with Billy Starks for whatever reason, leading to Starks tossing Aubrey from the ring. Now, I don't know. You're calling your boss over to cash in a contract for a world championship match where you need an official to make the official 3 count, yet you took the official and dumped her to the outside. So how are you calling your boss to come and cash in this contract with the referee on the outside down? Really didn't make any sense to me.
Up.
So what? Why did they attack her in the first place?
I have no clue. I have no idea why they attacked her. I mean, what was the point?
I don't know.
Like, why did Aubrey need to be attacked and thrown out of the ring? For what reason exactly?
I don't know. None of it made any sense. It just happened. So Athena gets into the ring and she clocks Toni Storm with the contract and hits double knees against the steps before another shot with the contract back inside. Billy threw Aubrey into the ring and was about to sign the contract, which I thought she did last week. Alex Windsor comes out to make the save. Who?
Alex Osprey, bro.
The missus. Okay. So she makes the save here. And the crowd goes mild in Chicago. Alex Windsor took out Athena with a headbutt and a discus lariat to Billy Starks as both the Overlord and the Minion retreated. Now, I got a solid question here, Chad. I got a solid question, Jesse. How are we supposed to buy in to this save post-match when Alex Windsor just got here at All In? She was in the women's gauntlet match. Since All In and that gauntlet match, we haven't had one promo. We haven't had one vignette. We haven't had one backstage segment. We haven't had one interview. We haven't had one match. How am I supposed to care about this post-match attack? Why am I supposed to care about Alex Windsor saving Toni Storm here when we don't know who the fuck she is? Who is she, bro?
We had vignettes.
Where?
Before she started.
Where?
In in the bill. I think we had them on Collision. They did.
Who?
They did promo packages or something
Where?
like that.
Did this happen on Dynamite? You know, the A show.
I don't think so.
No, okay. That's all that matters.
I don't think so.
That's all that matters.
Hey, Collision matters, motherfucker.
Collision only matters because it's content for our show. That's the only reason why it matters.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't get like a whole lot from it. They've been putting her over big time on commentary, on Collision, stuff like that. But no, this was not a spot. This was not a spot where she was gonna come out and the crowd was gonna just, lose their shit. It wasn't going down like that. I mean, she hasn't done anything to get that kind of reaction to say. I don't even know why she's coming out to save Toni Storm. She has a match against Toni Storm, against Athena. She has a match against Athena
for the Ring of Honor title. Why?
Yeah. Well, I mean that I have no idea.
Not like it matters.
Maybe she's on Ring of Honor. I don't know. I don't watch Ring of Honor.
I mean, nobody does, bro.
But has she been on Ring of Honor though?
You're asking me if she's on Ring of Honor, bro.
I don't even know.
I don't even know where you find Ring of Honor. We got more people in this stream than on the fucking app watching Ring of Honor.
I don't know. I mean, but I don't. Why? She got a match again. Why come out and I'm not gonna let you cash in and then get 2 titles. Hell, if I got a title match against her coming up, and she has 2 titles, maybe I get both of them. Go ahead and cash in.
This is why AEW is failing. I mean, character development here is just non-existent. Like, get me to care. Who is she? She makes a save and then she gets a championship match against the fucking champion who's held the belt for 1,000 days. What the fuck has she done for a championship match? And why are you putting her in a championship match when you should be building her up as another woman in this division that means something to your women's division and not just another name that you could toss to the side and fucking book to lose? Is this company that fucking short-sighted that they believe the only people that matter here are the people who are stuck with the product and the sickos who watch? They don't need an introduction. They know who she is. What about everybody else? I never seen one Alex Windsor match in my entire fucking life. I'd like to know who the fuck she is and why I need to care about her. Outside of her being Will Ospreay's wife, which is all we really know about her. Tell me when I'm telling any lies here, chat.
Yeah, man. Again, this goes back to what I was saying earlier.
It's like they trotted out fucking Roman Reigns out there, bro. I'm supposed to know who this fucking woman is.
Yeah, they have a hard time giving us reasons to care for people that they think we just automatically care about.
It's like fucking Eddie Kingston comes back after fucking 15 months, bro. It's like
oh shit.
Oh, jeez, who the fuck is this? Nobody reacted. Who is this? This show is fucking awful, man. I swear to God, man, a fucking mentally ill idiot could write this show better, bro. An unstable Ozzy Osbourne, God rest his soul, in his late days could have wrote a better show, bro. Holy shit. You kidding me?
Yeah, man. I mean, that seems to be the big overall problem here.
Oh, man, this show is awful.
It seems to be an underlining problem here. It's you trying to get people to care about these characters. And that's important, man, because at the end of the day, when people care about a character, they spend money on them. And that's just flat out. They come see them live. They buy their merch. You know what I'm saying? When they care, they'll spend money on them. If they don't care, then they won't spend money on them. Who's going to go out? Who's ready to go out and buy merch for Taya Valkyrie right now?
Does she have merch?
Let's say she does. My point is, they don't make anyone care. So if we don't care, we're not going to spend money on them. So it is creative's job to help these wrestlers get over, to help these wrestlers make money. You have to get the audience to care about them. And unless you're a big name and you're already over, creative is not going to help you get over, man.
Oh, but she's going to put on a great match on Saturday night, JD. You mean Saturday night where the demo is 0.06 on a Saturday night? You know, that demo when you know who was there was in the fucking 4s. What happened there, bro?
I want to go buy some Deonna Purrazzo merch. You know,
shout out to Deonna Purrazzo, huh?
My God, what did they do to her?
I don't know. They broke her spirit, bro. That's what they did.
Was she hanging out in an all-night rager with CM Punk? What happened?
Bro, she wasn't even invited to StarCast, bro.
What the hell, bro? Is Steve Macklin a big CM Punk fan? What is going on?
Must be.
What is
yes,
happening?
guys, the 18 to 49 demo doesn't count anymore, bro. They now count the 24 to 54 demo. That's what Tony put on the graph. 24 to 54 demo. Now we're raising the limit of age here for AEW, man.
He changed it.
Oh,
he changed it.
Awful. Who is this woman, and why do I care? Seriously. Imagine WWE doing this with Stephanie Vaquero, bro. Just throw her out there. Who's this coming out? She's hot. Who is this, though? You know? No vignettes, no hype, no package, no fucking journey to follow. Who is this woman? Where did she come from?
The woman barely speaks English, and she's still out there trying to relate to the audience. She's still out there cutting a promo. She's still out there trying to sell herself. We haven't heard Tekla say anything.
Oh, man. It's soon it's going to be the 42 to 75 demo, man. That's all that's going to be left. Tekla hasn't said one word on this show, bro. I don't even know what she sounds like. What is her voice? What do her vocal cords sound like?
I don't even know if she speaks English. I'm telling you, man. I have no idea. They keep saying she's from a different country. I don't even know if she speaks English.
Bro, she's from Austria.
I don't even know if she speaks English, man.
She speaks English, bro. She's where from Gunther is. She speaks English.
English is not Gunther's first language.
But he speaks it well.
He speaks it.
I'm sure she
that
does.
Mean everybody does.
Chat, does Tekla speak English?
I don't know. Chat, does she?
Does she speak in Spider? What does she speak? Peter Parker.
Let's see.
She's a gooner?
Don't listen to that. Yes, she speaks English. I had to look it up.
Big Josh says, when you play with the spider, you get the web.
You get the web. I literally had to Google it, bro.
Oh, no, man.
And it's in the drop down.
Does she speak English?
She also her native language is German.
I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up, bro. I'm looking it up right now.
Are you listening to me?
I hear you. I need a video, bro. Tekla promo. Let's see.
Telling you she speaks Austrian German, but yes, she also speaks English.
Hold on.
And French and Japanese.
Tekla is back. So, this is the new stardom, huh? Looks like the trash took itself out.
She speaks English.
She speaks
great.
English.
Love the DDM. And I say, fuck DDM. Now, I've made my decision. I wasn't sure if I was gonna come back to stardom, but here I am because my plan is to completely eradicate idol culture.
Bro, I swear to God, man. I don't know what the fuck they're doing there, bro. I swear to fucking Christ. This woman speaks fucking perfect fucking English, and she hasn't said one fucking word on this show.
Bro, she speaks English, she speaks Austrian German, she speaks French, and she speaks Japanese.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? You got her in a new fucking faction and she don't speak a fucking word.
She speaks like 4 fucking languages, bro.
I don't believe that you. This is the fucking man that you people put your hope and faith in, man. This right here. You got this woman who's a multicultural individual who looks, she's hot, bro. She's hot as fuck. And she speaks English.
The fact that we had to look it up is very telling.
Bro, this is their Stephanie Vaquer right here, bro. This is their Stephanie Vaquer if they want it.
She'll be in NXT soon.
I don't believe it, bro. I'm legitimately I'm stunned over the fact that this woman speaks English the way that she does, and she's not. Dude, you won't even know. You won't even know.
That's awesome.
I swear to God, man, that's ridiculous. Swerve Strickland. He went one-on-one with Jesse's Hechicero, bro. You know, he does the little fucking. I like his hand gesture, man, with the fireball. He's like a wizard.
I didn't know he has a gesture. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
That's something.
Why did this match happen, bro? Swerve is feuding with the Don Callis family. That's why it happened, right?
Oh, but there we go. Yeah, he's in the Don Callis family, bro.
You might not know, but Hechicero, the wizard, is in the Don Callis family.
There's a lot of people in the Don Callis family.
You may be in the Don Callis family. I don't even know.
Oh, just wait till we get to Collision Corner, bro. Oh,
Chad, I'll give you a stab at it. How many fucks did JD give about this match? If the answer is 0, you are correct. I did not care about this. I think Hechicero. Who?
I'm not go ahead.
I was gonna say I think Hechicero's a good. He's got a good thing there. He's cool. You know, he's got that cool vibe. I don't care about this, man. I don't care. This is what we're doing. I don't know how you feel, Jesse. I could not care any less about a Swerve Okada match for the unified title, bro, at Forbidden Door. I could not care. It's gonna be a good match, sure. Is the O2 gonna eat it up? Sure. But if you're asking me to care, man, outside of it being a great match, I couldn't bring myself to say, hey, man, I love this. I don't.
Well, I could care about Swerve and Okada. It's not something we've seen before. I mean, but my whole thing is, why would I believe that Okada is going to lose that title that he just got to the first opponent, which is Swerve? There's no way he's going to win. Swerve's going to lose that for sure. Someone in my chat pointed out earlier tonight, it made a damn good point. I thought Swerve was supposed to be the most dangerous man in AEW. He doesn't even feel important anymore at this stage.
He just feels like he's there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's okay. You get Okada now. Why? How do we get here? What for what reason? Now since Osprey is only gonna be out for like 15 minutes, it seems to me they could have done an injury angle and beat him down, and then Swerve wants to get payback, so he wants to go after Okada. That seems like pretty simple and doable.
I don't know. I don't care about this. This is just as simple as they come as far as what they're building towards here. But listen, the O2 is sold out already, so they don't give a fuck. We'll pick it up here after the break. Strickland is on the defensive here. He popped up. He dared Hechicero to keep the offense coming. Headbutt to Hechicero from Swerve. Strickland connected with an uppercut. And he's mocking Hechicero's magician pose. And we got a big roundhouse kick. Strickland went up top, 450 splash. Hechicero rolled through, suplex, popped up. Strickland into a cross arm breaker. And he goes for recovery, gets a 2 count. Strickland kicked free, managed a rolling flatliner. He went up top again. Lance Archer hit the ring and caused a disqualification. Oh my God, man. The last time we saw a DQ, I couldn't tell you in AEW. Felt like a WWE ending over here.
I think we just got one on
Collision?
Saturday.
Oh boy.
No, I think, let me see.
Maybe the narrative is we got to do more DQs over in AEW. Lance Archer at the ring. Josh Alexander shoved Strickland off the top rope, leading to a disqualification. The king of the luchadors, Brody King, is out there. And Bandito, they hit the ring as they brawled to the back with Archer and Hechicero. Okada appeared and hit Strickland in the back with a chair, smiling big on his face. Don Callis is laughing on commentary. He went for a tombstone on a chair. Strickland escaped. Big uppercut, headbutt. Strickland wanted a situation where he was going to Pillmanize Okada's neck using a house call. But Okada escaped just in the nick of time. And they escaped with the he escaped with the Callis family and Josh Alexander up the ramp. Now, like I said, bro, is Brody King and Bandito going to be a tag team in this tournament? It kind of looks like it, right?
Is he? I mean, I lost track of what luchadors that he's been teaming with. Has it been Bandito? By the way,
now it's Bandito. Yeah.
Fun fact: Bandito is the ROH world champion.
Yes, he is.
Want to make sure we keep tabs.
I'd love to know this thing with Brody King and the Luchadors, man. Is he like honorary lucha now? Is he like Grande Americano without the mask?
Put a mask on. Who is this guy?
I
Can't figure it out.
I mean, with all the tattoos, man, it's gee, who is it?
He's on stage with his band, fucking rocking out with the mask on. Who is this guy?
I don't know. It's just fucking weird, bro. I don't know. Who cares about this? Swerve and Okada, it's for the graps. It's gonna be a great match. I physically, you guys might think differently. I can't bring myself to fucking care. I mean, Swerve is not winning the championship, so what the fuck are we doing with him? What are we doing with him?
He's not winning.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be another DQ at Forbidden Door. I don't know. Or they can't. There's no interference in his matches. Swerve is taking the L at Forbidden Door. There you go.
There you
go. Footage of Collision last week of Ricochet beating AR Fox on the Gates of Agony.
My gimmick.
Bro, listen, it's on the show.
Right. So how does Collision Corner not go on before we cover Dynamite?
Well, it happened in the show, bro. They talked about winning $200,000.
Right. So why wouldn't Collision Corner happen before we cover Dynamite?
Because people want it at the end.
What people? One dude? What the fuck? One person?
Anyway, toilet paper guy, Ricochet, says you will respect us or fear us. That's not a request. That's a demand. What he did? I don't know. Man, how the mighty have fallen, bro, huh? This guy comes in, he gets his match with Osprey, international title matches with Takeshita, and now he's over there with fucking Timu Bloodline.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would have had something for Ricochet after All In, but I don't think they do.
No, but Tony says he's a great talent.
He actually is.
He is a great talent.
He is.
He don't care. He's making his money. He goes home to his wife. He don't give a fuck.
Not doing anything with him.
MJF comes to the ring with his title contract in hand. Says he doesn't need Bobby Lashley to get the world championship back. Maybe he is out of the Hurt Syndicate. I don't know. He doesn't need Bobby Lashley to get his world championship back. He doesn't need Big Bob. As far as Hangman goes, he's a hypocrite. As MJF will beat Page in the ring fair and square. He doesn't need the contract for the world championship. But the world title will be back around his waist. Did you guys know that there was absolutely zero mention of MJF in Happy Gilmore 2, which airs Friday on Netflix? Are you guys a little surprised that there was no mention that MJF is in 2 segments on this show and not one single mention that he's going to be in Happy Gilmore on Friday?
Becky mentioned it, didn't she?
She did.
Maybe there is no kickback to AEW for that movie or something. I mean, what do you want people to do? Go tune into Netflix and then run across Raw and then never come back to AEW again?
Well, I would imagine that one of your biggest faces in the entire company is in a movie that will undoubtedly be a smash hit because of the original being a smash hit, and you don't promote him in a movie? This is not like Camille in fucking Queen of the Ring. This is MJF, one of your stars, maybe the only legit star there that you got outside of the WWE guys you got there, in a movie, and you're not promoting his appearance in the movie? You don't find that to be weird?
Nah, I didn't even think about that.
I don't know. I don't know. If they had anybody else in the movie, would they promote it? That's a major name. If CM Punk was still there and he was in a fucking movie, would they promote the movie?
They didn't promote Camille. Apparently, Britt Baker was in Queen of the Ring too.
I don't. It's not a business, bro. It's fucking pathetic. Briscoe came out. I don't even know where this is going. You know, Briscoe is out there again for a third week in a row talking about fucking pickles. MJF's kosher pickle.
Yeah, it's getting lame.
He's like, yeah, I'll keep this short like your kosher pickle, which he did not keep it short. I don't know why this went on as long as it did. Briscoe said MJF stole that casino gauntlet win from him at All In. Well, I mean, he didn't really steal anything. I mean, it's the rules of the match. There's no rules.
Funny part is, MJF didn't sell the kosher pickle line this time either. You know, the first time he did it, like your little kosher pickle, and he, went crazy. What? No, what? No. This time, like, you and your kosher pickle, and then this time you just, okay, that was kind of lame.
It's fucking. I mean, we heard it once. It was funny, and then 3 other times, it's not funny anymore.
Not funny anymore.
You know, he's talking about he stole the gauntlet from him. It's every man for himself. He didn't steal anything. He just worked within the boundaries of the match, and he won the match. He wants him in the ring next week in Chicago. MJF simply said no, as he mocked Briscoe, saying he was if he was supposed to win the gauntlet match, he would have, but he always chokes when the pressure is on. MJF is a generational talent, the most complete pro wrestler in the world today, and from the bottom of his heart, Briscoe sucks, as does everyone from the Midwest. MJF isn't stupid. He knows everyone loves Mark Briscoe and knows why. Briscoe has a missing tooth, a wonky eye, a southern accent that makes everyone warm and fuzzy. But not even Briscoe's biggest fans thinks he's a top guy or anywhere near MJF's level. MJF said Briscoe is the circus clown they parade around for cheap laughs and pops. The fans don't respect him and knew a guy from Delaware that the fans did appreciate. That guy would have been worth his time. How depressing it must be for Briscoe to wake up every morning looking at his family and friends in the eye knowing they respected his brother Jay more than they did Mark. Briscoe hit the ring, MJF ran for his life, and headed to the back. So basically, bro, they're not even fighting over the contract. They're fighting over the fact that Jay Briscoe is no longer with us, and Mark is looking for revenge over nasty comments from MJF.
Yeah, this is pretty bad, man. This is beneath MJF as well.
It is. I mean, Sapp said that the MJF requested this, which may very well be true, but I don't know if he had really any desire to see it past one match, and he didn't really give a shit about telling a story here because it's not really a part of anything. It's just a means to an end in his world championship.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it happening once. If you want to, give Mark a little nudge, give him a little rub, put him in a match with MJF, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. He'll lose to MJF. He'll get a little spotlight. That's cool. But now we're doing it again. We're rehashing literally the same thing that we did in the last one. You're still not going to beat MJF. I mean, at this point, why are we doing this again? There is no need for an ongoing feud between MJF and Mark Briscoe.
It was fine. It was fine to mention Jay the first time. I have no problem with it. I don't really have a problem with it at all because I'm sure Mark Briscoe gave his blessing. But, I mean, if that is going to be the crux of your promo, we've already heard it. And now this is the second time and the third time we've heard it. So I'm kind of over it. There's nothing new here. There's nothing new to divulge.
Exactly.
A match that doesn't mean much of anything. All I care about is MJF and the Syndicate, how we're going to get from MJF in the group to out of the group, what he's doing with the world champ. That's the story. This means nothing to me at all. As a viewer, this means nothing to me. Like you said, this is beneath MJF. Main event, Claudio and Mark Briscoe. Reason why Briscoe was out there because he was getting ready for the main event. Claudio and Mark Briscoe. I'm not going to go over this. The most important thing that happened here was that Briscoe got the flash pin on Claudio, who continues to be a punching bag for the Death Riders. Post-match, Marina Shafir hit the ring for a chop block. Jon Moxley joined in with Wheeler Useless. Claudio slammed Brisco's midsection on top of a chair that was turned upside down. As Moxley said, Paige isn't world champion yet, as they just want to make sure everyone isn't getting too comfortable. Paige power walked to the ring. Said when Moxley said Paige didn't want Texas death, they both knew that wasn't true. When Moxley said Paige wouldn't do it again and again, he might believe that. So Paige will prove it to him again. Next week, Hangman Mox for the World Championship. But this time, he's going to work under Hangman's rules. Moxley's the challenger. Everyone but a referee will be banned from ringside. Paige already knows Mox's answer is yes, so next week he'll see him in Chicago. Dumbass. Paige power walked to the back. Graphic was shown. That's official for next week as Dynamite goes off the air. Now, everybody might be banned from ringside, Jesse. I thought of two possible scenarios here. One, the Statlander situation. The Death Riders really haven't brought her into the group yet. Maybe they make her official next week, as that could be an in to her interfering in the match and helping the Death Riders out against Hangman. Or we get...
She's a body.
She's what?
And a great body at that.
Yes.
But everybody is banned.
Everybody.
They didn't say the Death Riders.
Everybody's banned. So I was going to say my next thing was Darby Allin was going to help Adam Page win the match.
He's a body. I'm expecting nothing but a one-on-one.
Bro, you know there's going to be interference. You know there's going to be a referee down and there's going to be an interference.
Banned from ringside.
Jon Moxley is not losing clean next week, and neither is Paige.
They set the rules, not me.
Well, they clearly are not going to uphold those rules.
Nope, they could have given themselves an out. No Death Riders, shit like that. Nope, they said everybody is banned from ringside. So I'm expecting a Ring of Honor rules here.
Maybe MJF cashes in next week. Maybe MJF cashes in next week.
He's banned from ringside. He can cash in backstage and bring a ref.
Well, if he cashes in, he's not banned. He's a part of the match.
You got to come out to cash in, right?
Yeah.
He banned from ringside.
But if he's got a contract to cash in, he can make himself a part of the match. I don't think those rules apply to him.
He can. That would be really shitty for Hangman, though.
Oh, well. Well, they booked themselves into a corner then, didn't they?
No. They're going to give us a clean finish.
Bro,
they promise us a clean finish.
Jon Moxley's not taking a clean pin, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're smoking over there.
Because I feel like it's time for him to take a hiatus. That's why I don't think it's
Well, I wish. I hope you are correct, but I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. I feel like that's not that far-fetched if he loses clean and then goes away for a little bit.
I don't know.
What if that just sounds fucking crazy. Never mind.
I don't know.
If Mox goes away and MJF leads the Death Riders while he's gone.
No. We talk about Mark Briscoe being beneath MJF. What the fuck does he need Death Riders for?
Because he lost the Hurt Syndicate and he wants to use them to get back at them.
Sure. Anyway, guys, that's Dynamite, man. This show is fucking so bad, bro. I don't know. Like if you think that this show is perfect, man, you are clearly watching the wrong show. There is so much wrong with this. Hopefully, we detailed and documented that for you. We don't hate the show. We just want it to be better. But when they give us garbage, I will call it as such, garbage. But thank you guys very much, man. You reached 750 likes. That was the goal for Collision Corner, bro. Are we sitting somewhere?
Yeah. Let's go, bro. Let's do it. Collision Corner.
Oh my goodness. Collision Corner. There he is. Look at him.
All right. This week's Collision Corner, it is sponsored by my guy Wayne, with honorable mention to David Rice. They had an absolute Collision Corner sponsor battle on my stream, man. They went toe-to-toe, neck-to-neck. It was actually more interesting than the show itself.
Now, how does this happen? Do they battle in the Super Chats?
So do you know the XP leaderboard?
Yeah.
Whoever's at the top of the XP leaderboard will be the official Collision Corner sponsor.
Interesting. Okay.
Man, my God, man. they fought for it, man. They both fought so hard, bro. I gotta give them both fucking shot. They dropped mega bomb after mega bomb after mega bomb, man. So David Rice and Wayne was the leader. I want to point that out. Wayne was the leader. He won. Honorable mention to David Rice, though.
There you go.
There we go. So, show starts off with Dustin saying the same old shit. Blah, blah, blah. My father. It was Dusty's dream to win the TNT title in AEW. You know, the same old shit, you know. So, whatever, man.
Dusty?
Yeah.
What does Dusty have to do with AEW?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know, but you know those damn Rhodes boys. Everything's about Dusty, man. Come on. What else? Then, 26-year-old Kyle Fletcher comes out with Don Callis. By the way, they got Kyle Fletcher's age wrong. They called him 25 years old, but me watching Collision Corner, so you don't have to, did my due diligence. He's not 25, he's 26. Came out with Don Callis, gets beat up by the 56-year-old Dustin, does Kyle Fletcher.
Interesting.
Went scurrying away.
Are we looking at Kyle Fletcher buried on social media tweets yet or no?
Oh, not yet, man. He's got to beat Dustin at some point, right? I mean, they're just doing Kyle Fletcher so dirty with that damn title. I don't get it. Ricochet versus A.R. Fox.
Mr. Collision. Oh, man.
There you go. Ricochet wins. Nobody gave a shit. Speaking of nobody giving a shit, Colt Cabana is on commentary.
Wow.
Colt Cabana is killed by the Death Riders, almost literally. I think this was done in hopes that someone would care. I did not.
Wait a minute. Did we see the Dork Order, bro, with Colt Cabana? No?
No, they don't give a shit.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
They don't care. Megan Bain versus Ty Mello. Duh. Let's see. Sky Flight.
Well, wait a minute. Did Megan Bain speak English or no?
Megan Bain did not speak. Don't get. Come on, man. Stop. Just stop it. Right. Sky Flight apparently is a thing. So, of course, Don Callis tries to recruit them all.
Really?
All of them right away.
Really?
I got a spot for you in the Don Callis family. And by the way, Don Callis tried to recruit Dustin at the beginning of the show as well.
Oh my God.
Everybody joined the Don Callis family.
Bro, what is this Skyflight deal, man? Are they really pushing this as a fucking trio over here?
Oh man, we got.
Where are they flying to?
We got Scorpio Sky, we got Top Flight, and the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Bro.
I thought you were going to tell me Layla Gray, bro. I'm disappointed.
Oh, well, I mean, she was there. It's pretty cold backstage for some reason, by the way. Side note. It was...
Well, maybe I should watch Collision on Saturday nights then.
It was pretty nippy out there, but whatever. So, I digress. Taya Valkyrie gets squashed by Alex Windsor Osprey to the surprise of absolutely no one.
Now you mean squashed in what? 60 seconds, 90 seconds?
Oh no, they gave her some time. I think she had about a minute and a half, probably about 90 seconds. Yeah.
Did she speak?
No, not at all. Alex is now all elite, by the way. Just
as if we can't tell with the the interference tonight on Tony Storm.
Hey, what are you gonna say, bruv? It's all elite. All right. Athena comes out to the balcony for some reason, calls Alex Andrea. Legit.
Who?
She came out to the balcony and called Alex Windsor, legit called her Andrea, and tells her to go away. And she did. Now keep in mind, this is the last time we saw Alex Windsor before she came out tonight. She came out to the ring and was called Andrea by Athena and told to get the fuck out of the ring, and she did. But tonight, we're supposed to be popping because she came out to save Tony Storm.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know what to say there. Was it a rib? Was it a troll? Was it a genuine mistake? I don't know.
Bro, I rewound that shit like 3 times. She just straight up called her Andrea. I don't know if she was just doing it because she's a nobody or if she legit forgot her name. I don't know. But I promise you, she just called her Andrea for some reason.
It's like Booker T telling Blake Monroe he called Blake Monroe Monica Monroe on NXT.
Yeah, really, was that a rib? I don't know. At least Athena's a heel, so I don't know. No clue.
And Alex Windsor, man, she got a great career start on AEW television.
Come on, Andrea, get out of the ring. Toni Storm comes out and tells Athena to come down from that balcony because she's the only balcony bitch in this company.
The only balcony bitch?
Yeah.
Does she conduct most of her business on balconies?
Well, she did her last week. She did her promo from the balcony at the Aragon Ballroom.
Okay.
So we get the 5-tool player. 5-2 player still has more tools than wins. He's still fighting with Billy Gunn. They can't get on the same goddamn page. The 5-2 player was backstage looking at a tablet, looking at Max Caster.
So they gave this guy a gimmick, and they're already teasing a reunion of the Acclaimed. Huh?
He's looking
all
at
those
Max
tools,
Caster.
all those tools, man. He doesn't know what to do with them.
Doesn't know what that. He's got 5. He's got 5.
He's got 5 tools and 0 wins.
Now, next match. Can you name what is the most important thing that a wrestler wrestles for in a wrestling match?
A championship opportunity.
No, money. $200,000 4-way tag match. Big Bill and Bad Apple versus Crew versus the Gates of Agony and the Guns with some guy posing as Juice with no goddamn beard. The Gates of Agony win. The Guns lose Austin with a knee injury. The Guns cannot catch a goddamn break.
Yeah, it's amazing how far Tony Khan's career has fallen, bro. Now he's making matches every week, all-star tag team matches, and now imaginary monies every week.
They had $200,000. Whoa! I was sitting watching that match like, come on, win that money. Win the money. Yes, they won the money.
And then they do nothing with said monies.
No. Nothing. We get Roosh with LFI versus Shibata.
Whoa! Roosh is alive!
Shibata got the fucking horns. Okay. The main event. All right, thank you.
I knew it was coming, man. I knew it was. There's gotta be at least one. There's gotta be at least one of these, man.
We get an 8-man tag match.
Was this an all-star tag team match, bro? What was on the line? What was on the line in this one, man? A fucking burrito?
Nothing. No money. No money on the line.
A gift card to the fucking Mexican restaurant down the street, man. What was on the line?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Not a gift card to Chi-Chi's. Nothing. No. Nope. Nothing. You get nothing. 8-man tag match. Josh Alexander, Lance Archer, Hechicero, Rocky Romero versus Jet Speed, Mascara Dorado, Bandito. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I don't know. I did not watch this because there was no money on the line. We all know that we watch wrestling matches where money is on the line. So that's it. That's this week's Collision Corner. And remember, I watch most of Collision, so you don't have to.
Oh my God, man. No wonder the fucking demo for this show was 0.05, bro.
Oh my God.
What are you doing over there?
The baby faces won that match, man.
Gee. Will it mean anything? No. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining us tonight, man. We're going to get through these super chats and then I'm getting the fuck out of here, man. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206. Follow Jesse at Chi-Town Smart. Go check out all the content on the channel. We were live last night for a great episode with the Solid Monster on Tuesday Night Titans with episode 104 in the books, man. Great discussion. Go check that out. And go check out all the other content that you might have missed. Also, we are on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all that stuff. Go check the show out. And make sure you leave a rating and a comment wherever you find the podcast. And please make sure you get those super chats in. They will remain open. And the thumbs up. We need 100 more likes for 1,000. Let's do it. Hannah Blackman with a $9.99. Bryan Danielson said his moment at All In 24 means more to him than WrestleMania 30. So now the IWC says he sucks and he's ungrateful. Fickle fans. Also, why do people get mad when you say NXT sucks? It does. Because they don't know anything about black and gold. They don't know that I was legitimately the only creator in the space covering NXT at the time. I even covered up until 2.0 until I realized it was a fucking absolute atrocity. And it does suck. I mean, when you put Santino Marella in a championship match for the North American title against Ethan Page, NXT sucks. I'm sorry. That is inexcusable, bro.
If you think people get mad when he says NXT sucks, try going online and saying CM Punk sucks.
Oh, yeah. And Bryan Danielson said his moment at All In was meant more to him than WrestleMania 30. Listen, man, you know, they fucked that up, man. They weren't going to give him that. We made that happen for him. Honestly, the fact that we made it happen should mean more to him than All In. But he's going to cite the fact that, you know, they didn't allow his wife in the ring and they didn't allow his family in the ring. And then Tony obviously allowed Brie in the ring and his family in the ring. And it was a great moment, you know, in front of 50,000 people. You know, a WrestleMania moment is still the most desired aspect of why you become a pro wrestler. Everybody wants that WrestleMania moment. It's like playing for the Yankees, you know. But Brian is always someone that kind of marched to the beat of his own drum, man. He's going to say what he wants and do what he wants, and I appreciate him for that. And I respect the fact that he is just very much himself when he speaks. He just lets it fly. I love that.
Yeah, Brie was in the ring for him.
Yeah.
Look, Bryan Danielson has earned the goddamn right to say and do whatever the fuck he wants in this business.
Yeah.
If he wants to say that this was a bigger moment for him, then that's just what the fuck it was, man. The man has earned the right to do whatever he wants in this industry, man. So let the man be.
Glow J with a $2 super chat. Same old week after week. AEW sucks. Yeah, this show was not good, bro. This show is not good, Glow J. Thank you. I appreciate you very, very much. Twister with a $4.99. Them teasing the MJF turn, in my opinion, is way, way, way too early. It's only been a month. Let this stuff play out longer. They don't have any longer, bro. They don't have much time to go. They're looking at All Out as a destination. And that's happening in September, middle of September. So they need to get this through. They got Forbidden Door and then legitimately 3 weeks till All Out. So Sinister Classic with a new membership. I don't believe that because he's got a gold microphone next to his name, but thank you for the recommitment, brother. And a $5 super chat. Sorry, I've been gone for a while, but I've been building a house for me and my wife out in the country. Your streams get me through the tough work. Appreciate that, brother. I'm glad I could keep you occupied and keep you entertained while you're working hard out there, man. Good luck with that. Also, he says, what's the difference between oral sex and anal sex? Oral sex makes your whole day, but anal sex makes your whole week. Thank you, Sinister. That was a little bit more.
Not very PG.
No, not at all.
Okay, it was a good one. Fine.
Lucha Trooper with 5 months. I hope we do get a build for crossover matches for Forbidden Door rather than it gets booked the night before and the concept is an afterthought. The concept is an afterthought. The concept needs to be changed. And I hope that there's more AEW matches than there are AEW versus New Japan matches because we really haven't seen much of anything from New Japan. And at this point, I just don't give a shit. The shows are bad now. Please don't make them worse with New Japan, who have not done or said anything about Forbidden Door. Ali, thank you, brother. Thoughts and prayers with you. Please keep us updated on your father, man. We are thinking about you over here on this side of things. Michelle with the 2. What the fuck is Darby up to, and why didn't he save Mark Briscoe? I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe we should ask the creative writing team. Gary McGongle with a 60 months. Where's Mean Marky hiding? Hail to the Dons. Best of the best, bro. Thank you, man. I didn't have time to write any snarky Mean Marky D skits, so that's why we haven't seen them. Triple M with a $5 super chat. Here's $5 to JD that will not go to Bungie. Re-enable Encore soon, Bungie, please, so I can power farm efficiency. Raid with LFG is too stressful. Yeah, you're a maniac, bro.
Yeah, fuck that raid, man.
Yeah, you got to teach me, bro. I gotta learn. Ms. Queefs a lot with a $2 super chat. I produce better things in the can than AEW, mates. I am not surprised by that. Ms. Queefs a lot. Appreciate you. Jay Everington with a 5. Better chance of main eventing All In by 2030. The Beast Mortos, Hologram, or Big Boom AJ? Well, the fact that Big Boom AJ digests horrible fucking poison diseased food every time he's on social media, I'm not going to give him the main event.
Beast Mortos.
Yeah, I'm going to go Beast Mortos, yeah. Mike Lee with a 5. Hello, JD and Jesse. I was watching Dynamite tonight and I have a question. Julia Hart is forming a new trio. Brody is out. Are Julia and Brody still the house of... the Hounds of Hell? No, they're not. They didn't. They didn't even bother to tell a story, bro. Triple M with a 2. Jesse, the sweatiest warlock. Cap that me.
Yeah, that would be him.
Yeah. N Sin 29 with a $50 super chat. He says, "No, we are bumping up Collision Corner." Well, hopefully we're entertained. Thank you for the 50, brother. Jay Everington with a 10. Moxley is going to regain the title next week and lose it to Darby at Wrestle Dream. TK's way of giving Paige the moment in Texas, but ultimately doing the planned finish to the Death Rider story. Can you imagine that, bro? Moxley wins the title back and we have to wait on another reign till October?
That's not happening. Let's not even put that out there.
Wrestle Dream is not happening in Seattle or Tacoma. It's happening in St. Louis. So what does that mean for Darby winning it at Wrestle Dream in St. Louis? Is Darby from St. Louis? No.
It means Randy Orton's coming over.
If Randy Orton's defecting to AEW, yeah. Billy, thank you for the bomb, brother. Appreciate you as always. Best in the world, Matt, with a $5 super chat. Oh my God, JD and Jesse, Colt Cabana is back. The feeling has officially been restored. Yes. Feeling of fucking regret for watching this show every week. Also, he says Tony Khan threw CM Punk away for Colt Cabana in 2025. Oh my, how the mighty have fallen. Looking forward to Punk versus Gunther at SummerSlam. I am as well. Jesse, you looking forward to that match, Punk and Gunther?
Well, I don't look forward to it. Punk's just gonna lose again.
Well, he's gonna get cashed in on by Seth Rollins, yeah.
Punk is not winning a world title in WWE.
Yes, he is. Not this year, though.
Triple H has it out for him, and that's not me saying he doesn't. I'm telling y'all, Triple H has it out for the guy. He's not gonna win shit.
The Lord Maestro with a $4.99. Why is it so hard to build long-term story? Everything feels week to week, or this match seems cool. Let's put it on. Much love. See you on Tuesday. Well, I'll be back here Friday, bro. Why do you guys see me on Tuesday? Kid Fury with a 1. No message. Richard Cohen with a 2. Hey, JD, AEW's boring, but you're the best. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. Kid Fury TV with a 5. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne. Everyone still loves his music. A true rock icon in metal. I was never a big Ozzy Osbourne guy. I said this last night with Jason. I don't find myself to be a big Ozzy Osbourne guy. Ever.
Never?
Nope. Nope. Alter Bridge is putting out a new album in January, though. Self-titled album.
Ooh. Tour?
Yes, the United Kingdom first, and then here in the States, probably in the spring.
I'm assuming you're going?
Yes, that will be my 10th time to see them. Yes, I'm not going to go travel overseas for them, but I'll wait till they come here. Yeah. Sidro says Tony Storm or Blake Monroe. As far as what looks, I'm going to go...
Doesn't matter.
I don't know, man. Lately, my tastes have changed. I'm going to go Blake Monroe on that.
I don't think it matters.
No.
In any aspect.
No. Thank you, Kid Fury. Jason Bark with a 5. Everyone, please unfollow Beyond the Script on X. He's gone full manic mode. Let's hope he recovers soon. What a dickhead. Bro, just ignore that account, please. A complete fucking psychopath and someone who is clearly not right. He's not right. I don't know what else to say.
That is hashtag Jesse was right.
Yes. The Lord Maestro, the one on Triangle of Madness is their name, it seems. Triangle of Madness? Tom? Okay. Also, with the 499, feels rushing to rebuild the Pinnacle, which nobody has told me why they broke up to begin with. Well, you're expecting an explanation from AEW? Sidro with a $5 super chat in reference to the spider joke. My girlfriend saw a spider in the house and screamed, "Take him out!" So I did. Nice guy. Turns out he's a web designer. Yes, he is a web designer, bro. Twister with a $4.99. Now, this is officially my last super chat for a while. OTS family, I have to say goodbye until either the fall or the winter, getting ready for college. Brother, we will be here. Thank you. And good luck. Sidro with a 2. Heard spider who ate a fly was a real buzzkill. Telewo Swayze with a 21 months. For the free agents out looking to work, do really want to bet on TK doing right by you in the long term in AEW right now? If it was me, I wouldn't be so sure. No.
Well, the other option is if you don't have access to just go to WWE, it's just work for indie promotions and get paid $50. So let's not let our dissatisfaction with creative cloud our judgment about working for a major brand with a television deal. People, I mean, relax.
Sniper Way 2207, new album. Yes, they announced it a week and a half ago. It's coming out in January. Self-titled. Supposedly it's a back to roots album, meaning heavier and hopefully a lot more musically inclined, heavier solo-wise from Tremonti. I felt Miles has held back in the last couple albums. Hopefully he's back to form. Sidro. This will be the last one here. $5 super chat. Mom just called 911. She's been anemic for years, drinking every night, and has developed stage 3 of 4 cirrhosis in the liver. She's been dying. Hashtag pray for her.
My God.
So I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought we were heading towards a joke or somewhere, but I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Right.
Yeah.
And Melee King said, I need these jokes for tonight, guys. My mom's in the ER. Ambulance took her 30 minutes ago, and you're watching a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, that kind
of... Get the fuck out of here. Go check on your mom, bro.
Yeah, I'm always worried about that with my mom, bro. You know, it's I've made no secret about that. She hasn't drank in months because she went to go get help and she's trying to be good. But I always worry about that, man. I always worry about her kind of slipping and going back to doing those things, and you know, I can't imagine what her liver is feeling like. But I feel you there, brother. Thinking about you. Prayer emojis in the chat. It's already started. Thank you, guys.
These are very tough situations.
Yeah.
Guys. I'm praying for everyone and their loved ones out there. Sincerely, really.
Yeah. I know you guys. I know you guys find solace in this podcast, man. I will continue doing that on my own. Me and Jesse will continue doing that on Wednesdays. Jason and I on Tuesdays, as well as him on his YouTube channel. But thank you guys very much, man. We appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for a great stream tonight. We had over 2,000 in here. AEW is fucking completely off the rails. It is not good. You guys show up every week. And more people would show up if it was actually good, man, but it's not. It's not. It's just very boring. WWE's boring. We got a very dull pro wrestling summer. It's just what the nature of the beast is right now. You know.
Join me tomorrow afternoon for News and Rumors Live.
There you go. Thank you guys very much, man. We're going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody. Please hit that thumbs up. We're 80 likes away from 1,000. If you guys want to do that, I would really, really appreciate that. Helps us out a long way to get the channel into the recommended section. So when someone sees wrestling content, they'll be like, oh, let me check this out. And then they watch and they hear us and everything is good, man. So make sure you guys go and do that. Follow me on social media at JDfromNY206, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Cameo. Follow Jesse as well at Chi-Town Smark. And like you said, Jesse will be live on tomorrow on the channel, News and Rumors. So make sure you guys go and keep an eye out for that. Content on the channel. If you missed anything this week, it's all on the homepage. If there's any news, which there has not been, substantial news to make a video on. If there's anything, I will be in your sub boxes tomorrow. If not, taking the day off. And the next time you see me, we'll be back live on Friday night. Friday Night SmackDown. We got 2 more SmackDowns to go before SummerSlam. The first 2 nights SummerSlam in New Jersey. So join me then on Friday. Until then, guys, have a great night. And then we'll see you right back here on Off the Scripts with the SmackDown post right here on YouTube. We'll see you guys later.